Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another fan calling show, people. The link is already in the chat. I will drop the link in the chat frequently. So, fan calling show. I'm going to be running them all week, people. So, you'll get one today, you'll get one tomorrow, you'll get one on Thursday and on Friday as well. And even though in the title of this one, Jim Ratcliffe makes bid of 25%. For Manchester United, Sheikh Jassim withdraws bid. It doesn't mean you have to call in and talk about that in regards to Manchester United. It can be something else. Or you don't have to talk about Manchester United at all. It may be another Premier League side. It may be Champions League. It may be something in regards to the Champions League, something in La Liga, maybe League 1, Bundesliga, whatever you want to ask about, people. So feel free to call in. Like I said, the link is in the chat. Bump up the likes as well. Make sure you do that first and foremost. Bump up the likes. Share this across all the socials as well. And on top of that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well, people. I see Warrior J in the chat. Big up to TO as well. Let's, like I said, bump up these likes, share across all the socials, and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. And in regards to the fan calling show, people, there is only 2 rules with the fan calling show. Only 2 rules. 1, camera must be on, face facing forward, people. Camera on, face facing forward, first and foremost. And that's not because we care what you look like. We really don't, people. It's just safety protocols. That's it. We ain't trying to see anybody's genitalia. We ain't trying to see anybody's ass cheeks. We ain't trying to see anybody's breast, anybody's chest. That's male or female. So that's the first rule. Second rule, when you call in, make sure you know what you want to talk about when you call in. That's legit it. Don't just call in for calling's sake, people. And of course, if you are a member of the channel as well, the link for the membership is in the pinned comment. Then you queue jump as fan calling shows because it is first come, first serve. And do not worry, don't stress. I'm going to get to every call. So even if I'm here 2 hours from now, 2.5 hours from now, I will get to each and every call today, people. So whether I'm here, like I said, whether it's longer than that, whether I'm here 3 hours, I will get to each and every call. And to Stephen, who says, "How do I call in flawless?" I'm going to send the link as well. I'm going to send the link in the. I put the link back in the chat. Give me 1 second. Big up Jez in the cut as well. Yes, Jez. What are you saying?
I'm good, bro. Just came back from the gym and obviously let's see what the people have to say now.
Yeah, man. Let's see what the people do indeed have to say. That is indeed correct. Let's see what the people are
By the way,
all.
I just like the background that you just had. I liked it.
Oh yeah, the fan calling show, the soon. Yeah. Man switched it up. You know what I'm saying? Like man, just like I've got them for all the shows now. So the We Are Live soon. Because I was like, let me improve on these, and I could do it myself. Because I was doing the gaming ones. You know, when I launched the
Yeah.
gaming from when I started live streaming on there, and I was like, wait, I can make thumbnails for the We Are Live very soon. So I've got them all. So yeah, the link's in the chat, please, people. The link is in the chat. You can see it right there. I will continue to drop the link in the chat as well. And no, to Sheikh, it's never happened to me, but it's happened to Saeed. It happened to
Tops.
who else was it? It happened to Tobes, and it happened to there's somebody else as well.
I think
But
this was
Saeed
just the
didn't get
only
caught.
two that I know.
Yeah, was it Tobes? Yeah, somebody pulled out. Yeah. Was it? It might. Why am I thinking it was a Chelsea fan? I'm not sure if it was Matisse or not.
I don't think there
Was
was
it
a
not?
Chelsea fan. I only remember Tops and Saeed's one.
Yeah. So Tobes, somebody pulled out. You know what I'm saying? Why? I don't know. But someone pulled out their piece, a guy, and then to Saeed, the guy went to pull his pants down to show his ass cheeks, but Saeed cut him off because he seen what was going to happen. So yeah, that's why I consistently say that, because I know some people don't like being on camera, but that's just unfortunate because I ain't really trying to go through that. But we'll get to the first caller anyway. You know what I'm saying, we got 2 members here, but we'll get to the first caller. Man, like Curry P is in the building. My guy, what you saying, man? You good?
Yeah, I just want you to see what I've written below my name. Just wanna,
What is
you
this? I believe in Glazers and Ratcliffe. Man, you saved. Yeah. Todd B, mate. Todd B. You know what I'm
know,
saying?
you know,
Yeah. Todd B.
hey,
Go on.
what else? I'll ask the question in a second, but I just
Yeah.
gotta say, he's Radcliffe is a United fan who apparently had Chelsea season tickets for years. So, that's a proper Man U fan right
Proper Man
there.
U fan, innit? That joke,
You
man.
know,
Yeah.
glory,
A real
glory
thing.
hunters. Anyways,
Look at this guy, man. This
this
guy's
has been
such a troll,
it's
man.
been an amazing 24
It's been a
hours.
minute.
Honest to God, as a Chelsea fan, like the downfall is great because I remember all the fans bantering us when we had to go through all this with Todd B and everything.
Yeah.
So like I have 2 questions, one relating to United. do you see any possibility of any positives with Radcliffe buying 20%, 25%, and having a sporting decision share? That
The
would be
only
my
po-
first question.
the only positive is it can't get worse. That's it. That's legit the only positive, that it can't get worse with Ratcliffe at the helm. Like he can do no worse and make any more. Like the Glazers have like hit rock bottom. There's nowhere to go but up. So that's the only benefit to him being here. And I've already heard talks in regards to him and Ineos talking about expanding the stadium. So even if he's not good at what he does, even if he has the intentions to do well, that's much better than the Glazers, because the Glazers don't care about the football. And so even if he's making terrible decisions, at least he's attempt. Kind of like with you lot, with Todd B. His intention is correct. He might be going about it the wrong way, but you don't spend $1 billion on accident or however much it is. Like he wants Chelsea to do well. So yeah, that's my answer to your first question. It can't get any worse. It's the only positive.
Because it's just that it's not clear on how he's getting that money in a sense. Like I'm scared that he could be like leveraging it or borrowing it, and then he's gonna put that on you guys, kind of like
Oh,
what the
definitely a
players
potential.
did.
That's
That's
definitely
like I know with
that
Todd
could
B,
happen.
like
100%.
everything was cleared, kind of like what Sheikh Jassim was gonna do for you guys with your debt, like clear
He was going to clear
everything,
everything,
just
100%.
like what
He's going
Todd
to be
B
debt
did
free.
with us, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not sure about this whole like 25% Radcliffe situation with you guys.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It is. Big up Mbuna, I see you. And just again to Stephen, who says, how do I call in? The links in the chat, and I'll consistently drop it. I'll drop the link in the chat. You don't have to be on Manchester United, people. And that's what I'll do during the week. Just because I title it something doesn't mean you can't call in if you want to talk about something else. That's absolutely fine. But yeah, go on.
And yeah, sorry, just the second question to
That's
Jez
cool.
and you is like the Chelsea Arsenal game is coming up, and
Yeah.
it's not like I'm expecting a Chelsea win, not even close, but I'm not expecting like a battering that I'm seeing all around social media. Like I'm expecting like maybe we might lose 2-0 or like a 1-0 scrappy, because our defense has been pretty good. I know people are saying Disasi is injured, but there's been posts by Chelsea on him training still, so don't know about that. But like our defense has been one of the best in the league, and I would say our midfield is pretty decent. It's just obviously our attack that's gonna fail us.
Yes.
But I just wanted your guys' opinion on like, because like everywhere else I'm seeing like, oh, like we're getting battered, we're getting like 4-0, 3-1, so on and so forth. Just wanted
Froze,
both
you
your
want to go
guys'
first,
opinion.
or
Yeah, go on, Jez. You answer the question first, and I will.
yeah? I mean, this is what Arsenal fans did the last time that we played them. They was so they were saying, if you play the way you want to play, we're gonna beat you 5-0. That's what they were talking about. And so I
I knew
think
Jez
this
was
is
gonna
this
say
this
this.
this is just Arsenal fans, and so don't really listen to what they have to say, or even other rivals fans who are not Chelsea fans. Like, in my opinion, I think it would be a close game because, like, again, like, despite even how bad Chelsea have been this season, even last season, the one thing that just kept being consistent is your defense. And to be fair, even your midfield kind of got better. Like, we had to show yesterday, and I was asking, how is Poch gonna set up that midfield? Is he? Because Arsenal's pressing game is extremely impressive. Like watching it against them with my own two eyes, with my team as well, it was really impressive. So it's like I'm looking at the guy Enzo, like, can you be out there dealing by yourself? Because if you can't beat the press, it can become really dangerous. These moments, I feel like Culver at left back, even though he has played somewhat okay in my opinion, there, it's like, okay, no, this is a different game because you came. Even though you had the best defense of the league, you had one of the most more position, and in terms of possession, I still
That's me.
believe.
Sorry, Jez.
No,
Go
it's, I still believe because again, like the people were saying that apparently it was the easiest one in the league so far for Chelsea had. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Chelsea. That is the first proper test I would say Chelsea had since Liverpool. So it's going to be interesting to see if that 3-game winning streak that Chelsea just had before international break was a fluke or if it was actually for real. And to be honest, Chelsea can scrap a draw, to be honest, and or a 1-goal deficit win, to be honest, against Arsenal, because the tools are there. But then again, your forwards needs to be clinical because against Arsenal, they don't give you nothing. Like you saw that against City, 4 shots in total in the whole game. I don't remember any team keeping City to that many shots in one game. So yeah, it's just one of them ones. And big up
It's
Sheikh as
just
well. Oh, yeah,
it's
go on.
just that like we have Caldwell as left back, but I'm kind of more fine with that than having like what a Ben White situation might be, because if we had a Martinelli, like a Caldwell on right side, I would be more scared of Martinelli personally,
First,
just because of the pace factor,
no, that's first.
compared to um, Caldwell, and also like on the left, I think we might have, I don't know if it's Thiago Silva or Disasi or someone. I feel like we have enough cover for Saka
Yeah,
if we do, right? And in terms of possession, I think we're definitely playing Gallagher again, so I think we're gonna have some sort of press. But the past 3 games, what we've been doing is we haven't been holding on to possession that much in the beginning.
mm.
Right. It's a lot of counter until we score a goal, and then we're gonna hold possession because then the other team is counterattacking us.
Yeah.
But that's what I think. Sorry, you can
Nah,
go,
it's cool. That's
fellas. Yeah.
definitely your best. That's definitely your best option in regards to getting a result. I would say for Chelsea. Do I think you get battered? No, because even as bad as you've been this season, as bad as you've been under previous managers, it's not often you lot get packed. There isn't many games I can remember where it's like Chelsea have lost 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see it a lot. Defensively, you're normally pretty solid. Your problems are what you mentioned up top, and I think that what will cost you in this game. Arsenal aren't free flowing and scoring. Are they favourites for the game? Yes. Do I have them winning the game? Yes, but I have it 1-0.
Okay.
I don't see more than 3 goals in this game. I have Arsenal either winning 1-0 or 2-1. Could you get a draw potentially if Arsenal have an off day and you lot from set pieces and you manage to? Do I think Chelsea win? No, but this whole thing, Jez mentioned it, reminds me of the Arsenal Spurs build up. Because Arsenal were going pack Spurs, and it's like, why? Who have Arsenal beat like that this season? Even against us, yeah, they scored 3 goals against us, but they didn't pack us, and we're not a good outfit. They
Hmm.
didn't. It's not like they beat us up and Onana was making save after save after save. They scored 2 goals in stoppage time. Like, let's not forget that. Who else they played? They scored 2 against Fulham, scored 2 against Spurs. Who else? They 1-0, they
They,
beat Palace. I'm
they
trying to think
scored.
of other
They
games.
scored. I think
Well,
they scored 4 against Bournemouth, but 2 of them were penalties.
yeah, they scored 4 against Bournemouth and 2 of them. And Bournemouth, let's keep it real, are not a great outfit whatsoever. And that's the same criticism people give
For us, yeah.
Spurs is, oh, they haven't played anybody. But you can only beat what's in front of you. But the point I'm making is from an offensive standpoint, I don't think they roll through Chelsea. Plus, I think Chelsea are one of the better defensive sides in the league. And I think your midfield helps with that, with Caicedo and Enzo being in there from a balance perspective. Your problem is, what I said all summer long was going forward. And it's proved to be the case. But I think Arsenal will win. But it'd be interesting to see how Poch sets up and how Arteta deals with that.
Yeah, I just think last thing I would say is like I think Cole
Yeah.
Palmer is very important for us because he got a niggle, I think, in under 20 under 19 match actually.
Oh, did he? You got injured?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh, I got a
He
niggle.
the coach said he got dead leg, so
Yeah.
don't know how long that could be, right? But as long as he's fine, I think there could be some spark because he's the only creative player I feel like we have offensively right now because Nkunku's out, and you wouldn't put Chukwuemeka back in the lineup after he hasn't played for a month, and the first game you're gonna put him in is Arsenal. Like that's
First.
not the way to bet him in. So that's the only thing I would say is like that's if he's gone, then we're definitely not creating anything, to be frank
Yeah,
with you.
that's it. It's pretty much on Sterling then. That's what you're looking at.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
because
carrying the
even
burden.
yeah, because not even Reece James is going to bomb up on the right side because you have to contain Martinelli for sure. Because if you
Yeah.
get hit on the counter, you're screwed. So he's not going to bomb up as much as he usually would. So that's the final thing I would say is like if
Nah,
Cole Palmer's not playing, we're screwed creatively.
nah, I hear exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
No. But big up as always, Corey
Yeah,
Pete, man.
thanks.
Always
I'm
good
gonna
talking
continue
to you,
watching the
man.
stream, and once
My
again,
guy.
Man
Yeah, man.
United saved. Hashtag Man United saved.
This guy, yo, innit? This guy. Hey, get in the top half,
Jeez.
mate. You know what I'm saying? Hey, love every time, my guy. You already know what it is. Big up to Corey P. Large up to everyone who's tapped in as well, like in regards to watching. Big up all the callers in the back. I'm going to get to all the callers, people. So do not worry about that. Obviously, like I said, if you are a member of the channel, then you queue jump. But it is first come, first serve. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment. Continue to bump up the likes because we're just 1 under 20 likes. We're only at 19 likes. Hit that like button, share across all the socials, and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well, people. Hit the notification bell when you do indeed subscribe, and I will continue to drop the link in the chat as well. Definitely always look forward to his calls, but very much so after what happened with Manchester United. Kaneki, what are you telling me, man? What are you saying? You bless outside of football first and foremost? You're not good outside of football. What's going on in
No,
life? Chat to me.
it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot.
We're
All
going to
right,
talk about.
these.
Hold up. Let me just pull up this banner
Thank
in
you. I was
advance.
just about to tell you to put that up because I'm 3 fries short of a Happy Meal right now. I'm gonna be real with you. Three fries short of a Happy Meal right now. All right. So let me get this straight now. So I had to deal with the Ollie-sexuals. I had to deal with Bruno masturbators and the Harry Maguire defenders, and now I have to deal with the what ifers. That is what I'm dealing with now. What
Go on.
ifers? The nothing but ifers. What if? What if? Oh, you don't know. These are conversations I'm having with these If you want to spell Manchester United fan right now, you spell it with an H because it stands for hypocrites. Not you. Not not the other mans.
Yeah,
These are
you're
the other
talking.
United.
You're
These are the other
talking
United
about
channels.
Stoke.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these are the
yeah.
other United channels, yeah. Man coming onto your channel, coming onto into your chat talking about, oh, you're Man United. Where on your channel does it say Manchester United fan channel?
Yeah, facts.
Does it say that or does it say Sarcasm City?
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts.
All these United channels, like Bar Nordin, every other one of these United channels. I respect Flex, but every single one of these guys are a bunch of hypocrites, lying, toxic positivity hypocrites that have Man United. I don't want you demonetized. I don't want you
That's cool, man.
demonetized.
Get to it. It is cool. Like I say,
Alright.
people, you can see there all the views expressed by panelists on
These
Sarcasm
mans got
TV, and
this,
not always
got
views
the
of trolls.
clubs slung so far down their throat every time they fart. I know it says.
So, just quickly, just for context, Kaneki. So, are you talking about in regards to the information that came out about Sheikh Jassim withdrawing?
Even
Are you talking about
worse.
the response to that?
No,
Go on.
it's even worse than that. It's not only the response.
Okay.
These guys don't want what's best for the club. They want what's best for them. This goes out to all the ex-players as well. For 6 years, I can tell you this for a fact. Gary Neville has hated Pogba and what's up on a call. Literally, Gary Neville and these mans have hated Pogba, Mourinho more than they have hated the Glazers for the last 6 years. Listen to how this man spoke about Pogba. Listen to how he speaks about the Glazers. One sounds like with vitriolic hatred, the other one sounds like he's madly annoyed with them. This club just gave up on. He will. That's what, listen to it, you know. He will make this better. He will put this in place. He will improve this. He will improve that. We went from this to, oh, what if he gets this and then that happens? What if this goes that way and this? What if I injected my nan, yeah, with testosterone? Can she beat Mayweather? If I injected my nan, yeah. If oh maybe if the sun aligns and a shooting star happens on the same day and you go outside and you see the sun wishing upon a unicorn tears. If what? We just lost will to if, but, maybe, might, could. What are you doing with 25%? I own 25% of your house. Can I paint a room without your permission?
You got a point, yo. Nah, you can't. Nah, you can't.
People in chat. People in chat. Tell me if I'm wrong. These want to be more. Look, my morals is not that of you. I'm not Christian. All right. I won't frame to be Christian. All these people, oh, they can take their blood money. Okay, do you know where the Glazers get their money?
Yeah,
do you know how they get it?
Yeah, that's why when people start talking about these things, and it's like, come on, man, look at the clothes you're probably wearing. It probably says made in China.
Like, the Tatars can leave with their blood money typed from a laptop that's using a lithium battery, right? Oh, we trust the Glacier typed off of your iPhone. 25%, $1.85 billion. What is he going? Oh, and did you see the retarded PR as well? Oh, yes, he's going to get Paul Mitchell. Paul Mitchell. And what's Paul Mitchell going to do? What's Paul Mitchell going to do? Hey, I'm going to get world-renowned singer Usher, and I'm going to hire him to come teach at the school of the dumb. I'm going to have him teach a class of deaf kids how to sing.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
I hear what you're saying.
25%. And then, I'm going to hold a concert for Taylor Swift at the school of deaf people. I'm going to have Chris Angel, this magic magician, at the school for the blind. Does this make sense, people? Does this make sense? You're bringing Paul Mitchell here for what? He's not coming either way. And then you have these retards. Oh, yes, he's going to get the former CEO of PSG and Juventus, and he's going to come to Manchester. You mean the guy that watched that orchestrated the PSG downfall, the PSG Juventus downfall? Him, the guy that literally watched PSG spend literally $1 billion to go to a Champions League final and lose. You're going to hire him. The guy that foresaw Juventus downfall, signing Cristiano Ronaldo. Him. That guy. We're going to get that guy. And what's he going to do? What's he going to do? What's he going to do? Are we going to go out right now and sign the best players? The best players ain't going to come here with your 25%. You're going to go in there. Excuse me, Dad. Dad Glazier. We would like to have $200 million so we can sign. No. Then what? Then what?
I hear you on that in regards to 25%. I do hear you on that.
Then you have them trying to, he has Nice. He has Nice. Maybe, okay, 100 million, Ross Barkley. Who says no?
Hopefully, Ross Barkley. Hopefully, Ross Barkley. Hopefully, Ross Barkley. Yeah, hopefully.
Ross Barkley is going to come to Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in the world. He's coming to Man United.
Hey, just short, man. You know
I'm just saying. To be fair, like I saw people put the Qatari flags in their names. Where are the English flags in the names now? Like, come on, man.
No!
Represent the country. If you don't support the country, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah. Everyone is. I'm telling you. My friend introduced me, showed me a Man United Reddit. He's on Reddit, I'm not. He showed me Man United Reddit, and I read it. I was reading some of the posts there. I can tell you right now, that epitome is the most brain dead. No new. These mans get their information from Manchester Evening News. This is what these guys sound like. They're talking. We can get Todibo, and if PSG comes for Todibo, then what? You think he's going to turn down Manchester and PSG from Man United?
What's his current club? Where's he at currently? Todibo?
Nice.
Oh, Nice.
He's at Nice.
Okay. He's at Nice, yeah.
He's at Nice. Yeah. Can somebody tell me Nice is where the other guy that Liverpool wants? I guess who also wants him? AC Milan.
You talk about Thuram.
Yeah. AC Milan wants him. Barcelona wants him, and Bayern Munich are looking at him. But he's going to come to Man United. Yeah. In Man United, he's going to come here. You come here, you can challenge for the Carabao Cup. Yeah, you can challenge for 7th place here.
Carabao Cup is a fire name. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna use that. You know what I'm saying? Carabao Cup, I like that. That Carabao Cup.
That's all you're going to do it.
You don't have hope. You don't have hope. You don't have hope. No, have hope calls the Karabuki Cup.
Yeah, he does.
That's this guy.
What's wrong with you, man?
It pains me so much to know this, because everyone's like, "Oh, you're just upset because you lost the Qatar." No, I'm upset because we just lost someone that gave us a shot to restart. That's what upsets me. I don't care who it was. Qatar, it could have been the Rothschilds. I don't care. You are giving this club a chance to start over, a blank slate. The rumors are coming out, confirmed rumors, by the way, from Germany, France, and Spain. This man was in talks with Madrid. That's Jassim. He was going after Camavinga, Chouameni, Kimmich, Mbappe, and Kingsley Coleman.
Jesus, what?
He was going to use those players as the building blocks. Listen, building blocks, not our star players, building blocks, and build the team around them. Now, let's listen. So, Kingsley Coleman, no one, he's not most very underrated winger to me. Mbappe, Chouameni, Camavinga, Kimmich. That's a right back that we don't got. Two midfielders that we don't got. Someone that these are all needle movers. Love that term that you use. Love that term you use. Those are needle movers. Do they make us league challenges? No. No. We want to know what they do? That moves us from 7th to 4th. I can probably say that. That moves us from 7th to 4th.
It's definitely a huge step in the right direction. I agree with that. 100%.
And we placed with, like Jassim would do, in putting an actual football structure here, we build the team around them. These players don't fit Ten Hag. Fuck Ten Hag. What's on that shirt? Does it say Ten Hag United or does it say Manchester United?
No facts.
I'm trying to bring back that. I'm trying to bring back what I fell in love with in 2004. That's what I want back.
The good old times, man. The good old times.
All of this, mind you, is Ferguson's fault. This is all Ferguson's fault. Please understand, you've never, ever seen Ferguson come out and say Glacier out. He can't do that. They're his friends. He brought them here. He sunk this club. Don't you come to me. He's won so much. The negative that you've done for this club has far outweighed your positive. You've won us 13 league titles. Congratulations. We're now 10 years without a league title because of the fuckers you made own this club.
He definitely contributed to it because he felt, for those that don't know, obviously you can Google it, but he fell out with the previous owners who, ironically, actually, the previous owners, the fans weren't fans of Viva. Just for clarification, people. I remember them times, them, and even before them, I think it was Martin Edwards, him. Basically, United have had issues with our owners before the Glazers.
The only difference between them owners and the Glazers now is that those owners listened.
Yeah, they were better than these lot. Yeah.
They're crap. Don't get me wrong. Shit is still shit. But the thing is, they listened. They listened. This is Ferguson's fault. I don't give two crap what anyone says. This is all his fault. And no one's going at him because he won all the Fergie days. The Fergie days. Well, guess what? I hope you guys want. I hope everyone's ready to feel like how Liverpool felt. Because I'm telling you, we're going to be far worse. 40 years without a league title.
It could be.
What is he going to do?
Yeah, it's in regards to I don't put it fully on him in regards to the Glazers, but does he take blame for that? Absolutely, because what he had going on with the previous owners should not have been happening. Should not have been happening.
Listen, and it just goes back to now. This
Eddie as well.
This PR spin that I'm seeing, these iffers, these toxic positive iffers. Oh, you don't know. Here's what I want everybody to do. They believe. I'm like, he's a Man United fan, Manchester United fan. Here's what a Manchester United fan would do. I go in for the club. I see somebody that's going to take far better care from the club. I come out of the deal. I am coming out of the deal.
That's fair. If you have what's the best interest at heart for Manchester United,
he does not have the best interest at Manchester United because everything he's doing now is for monetary value. The money he's going to use to pay back the 25% is a loan. So we're being placed in more debt. He's only going to pay off half of what he took out. This club is going to pay for the rest of his loan.
Oh, you're talking about if his 25% is accepted?
Yes. If it's accepted, the loan that he takes out, we, the fans, you guys, the fans, all of us, we're going to pay back half of his debt for this MFO that just got 25%. 25%. And they're trying to talk about, oh, he's going to have sporting control. No. He's the wall. He's the new beaten stick. That's what he is. He's Woodward. He's Woodward right now. Everything, when we play City and get slapped 8-0, you can't blame the Glaciers. You're gonna blame him. This is Ratcliffe's fault.
Yeah, I don't even blame him. I still don't blame the ownership for bad results because I don't give them credit for good results. So I don't put that on them.
No, but we know, man. We know United fans. We know they're going to be out of Old Trafford. They're going to be upset. You're going to hear them. This is Manchester United. This is Manchester United.
I love how that's worldwide.
These owners don't
United.
care. These owners don't care. Listen, this is the tone of voice. Fam, this is the tone of voice I have to speak with these guys. Every time when I read the foolishness they talk, I have all of them sound like Andy. You know, disrespect to Andy, but this is what I have them all sound like.
And Andy, a legend, Shah Andy Tate, legend.
That's man. Andy Tate, you're a legend. I was there. I was fam.
I was watching
all of
too,
this.
Yeah. I was watching.
So right now, everyone's saying he might take over Spurs. Apparently he's not interested, but I want him to take over either Spurs or Everton. That's what I want to see.
Hey, you know what? I'm with that.
Chelsea.
Fuck Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that.
Listen, as Jay Red said in chat, you guys have to stay here and suffer with us. How dare you try to escape this sinking ship? How dare you? How dare you try to be happy? You stay here with the rest of us and suffer. Yeah, Spurs were here with the suffering. You guys were. You have to suffer with us. You don't. How dare you try to leave this boat?
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, you think I care? You think I care that City's winning league titles after league titles, bro? Like, bro, I'm used to this already, bro. Like, join the trenches.
You can't miss what you've never had.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, join the trenches. Like, I teach you the ways of that.
Yeah, you speak to Jassim, man, but I've seen 3 prems. I'm teaching.
Yeah, you have, and hopefully,
you have. So what are you trying to escape?
No, you're gonna see an under 21 squad.
Yeah,
we just bare niggas.
God damn it. So right now, I'm just it's beyond vibes right now. If Man United are playing, I might watch them now. That's what I mean. That's the mindset I'm in right now. I already have the Steelers ruining my son.
You're Steelers fan, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's.
Yeah. I curse the guy that made me a Steelers fan. I curse him every day when I see him. All right. I've been watching the Steelers for the last 6 years now. So yeah, I haven't left. God, I wish I did. What's up?
Yeah. Because I've not been online in the past few days. I don't know the meltdown. All that happened was I was in a GC, and then Taza said "fuck you" because I heard Ratcliffe was winning. Literally out of nowhere, I was just minding my own business. Taza said "fuck you." I was a bit hurt. My heart was broken. But
you walked outside and somebody just shot you for no reason.
For no reason, man.
Nah, you deserved it.
I thought it was my dog. But
you deserved it, man.
Yeah, I honestly didn't know United fans are this sad and this upset.
Because Kaneki hit the nail on the head when he said this was our last chance for medium and long term in regards to have a shot to get back to the top. It wasn't a guarantee. Don't get mistaken. Sheikh Jassim could have taken over, and it didn't guarantee it, but it gives us an actual platform to attempt to do it. And if we fail, we fall short. We fall short. Like he was caring about, he was talking about the infrastructure, being debt free, investing in the stadium, investing in the facilities, etc. That's all we're asking for. That's it.
Yeah, because with him, every Man United fan would have accepted, okay, he comes in, we will be back to where we belong. It's just time, and it's time we would accept. The building of the infrastructure, the neighborhoods, Old Trafford End go all the way down. You're rebuilding the stadium. You're rebuilding environments. You're investing into communities around the club now. So we would accept to know that, okay, the money that's going to be used now to build a squad, build the team, build everything now is what our club would make, our self-sufficient club would make. This is our revenue now. Yeah. So if we make 800 million this season, that 800 million is purely going into the squad. He's taking zero out of it.
And that's
We
also
make
what I
six.
liked as well in regards to and that's not even football. Him improving the surrounding area, how much
Yes,
money that generates to everyone around. That can only be
because
welcome
that's
football as well.
commercial.
Yeah,
The first thing that is commercial. Better
which is great.
areas.
You know what I'm saying? But we'll bring you back in a second. Big up to
Yeah,
Kaneki though. Hopefully, yeah, go on, Kaneki. You back?
yeah, better. Yeah, that's
Yeah, so
better
you
environment. That's better.
but
That's better. That's better infrastructure. That's better commercial. That's more tourists.
Yo,
That's more
Kaneki, you're breaking
space.
up. Is he breaking up for you, lot? Or is it me?
No,
I am.
it's fine for me. It's fine for me.
Can
Am
you hear
I?
me as well?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I think it's flawless. It's flawless.
Yeah, it's fine for me. It's fine.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
flawless. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's fine.
So,
Okay.
Carry on.
so what the thing with it is just this, right? Is it that I'm angry? I'm raging about us? Look, no, it's not that. I'm not that kind of Man United fan. As I said before, I wanted the club to be taken over by somebody that would just give us a chance. You see, like what Roman Abramovich did with you. That was what Jassim was willing to do with us.
He was
Pay off the
attempt to
debt.
do it.
Attempt to do it. He was paying off the debt, putting us back. Basically, we would be relearning how to walk again.
Yeah.
That's the best analogy I can use for Manchester United with him. We would be relearning how to walk again. And we'd have to start with crawling.
No,
You creep, then basic steps. Basic steps. We are relearning how to walk.
Nah, for real.
That's my mentality of it. As I said, I'm exactly like Flawless. I don't have time to be angry because these top Reds deserve this. As I said, Plymouth Argyle versus Manchester United 2027. We will be there.
I will be there. I'll be in the
there.
stadium.
I will buy a plane ticket to go there. I will be there.
I will be in
Yeah.
man. I will be there. 100%.
Millwall, Manchester United playoff derby to go back into the championship. Yeah, we will be there.
I bet
Well, wait, not Millwall.
Yeah,
them guys don't like us.
Yeah. We don't really
how
want
would
that.
how would you view the if he's gonna have like a
We don't
Dini
want that.
moment, like Dini?
Listen. We will be there because I can tell you for a fact.
Are you gonna respect him then if he's gonna have like a Dini moment?
Listen to me. We will be there.
That's his level. You know what? He'll do fine in the championship.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll break all records in the champs.
He'll be fam. Yeah, he'll be fine in the championship. I'm telling you right now because I know you want to know who will be guaranteed in that squad same way in the next 10 years? McTominay. McTominay would be our Tom Cleverley. That's what he would be. Someone that's just there. He would be Martin Noble. What's up?
McTominay's cooking, you know. Do you see the free kick he scored against Scotland?
Listen.
I've heard that. I've not seen it, but I did hear.
Oh, you have to see it. It was actually a banger, though. It was
actually a banger.
I'm not even saying the
Yeah.
Scott.
Yeah, having taken that free kick 9 more times.
I will be there.
It's a mazza, but yo, Kaneki, I got
We
to
will
go.
be there. I know, man. I was just about to say that. But
nah, it's cool. Obviously, because I said that's why I give you an extended period of time to
it's just
say,
vibes
don't worry,
now,
people.
man.
I'm gonna get to them all. Yeah, man, 100%.
It's just vibes now, man.
Kaneki, love every single time. Yeah, always
Big up
good
everybody,
chopping up to you. Yeah, man. Big up, man. Every time, continue to support, man. Love Kaneki. Appreciate it, man. Big up.
I will.
Yeah, I'm saying. Large up to Kaneki. Always eventful talking to Kaneki. Don't worry, to all the callers in the back, I'm gonna get to each and every caller. Do not worry about that. I'm going to get to each and every caller, people. It is first come, first serve. But if you are a member of the channel, then you will queue jump and go to the front of the queue. Ahmed's in the building as well before I go for these next few callers. Ahmed, what are you telling me? You good?
I'm doing good, man. Hope you all do well, man. I had a really nice, stream, to be honest.
Oh, it was A1. The content was A1. Yeah.
Player's Choice was hilarious, bro. Shout out to Player's Choice, man.
It was. But bigger next caller, we are going to bring in. Actually, no, I got to bring in enough. Obviously, regulars always show up, people. We always got stars in the building. Rhino is here as well. Yes, Rhino, what are you telling me? You good?
What's good, man? What's good, people?
Yeah, man. All good, man. Had to bring you in. You already know. But let's get to the next caller. My Sheikh is in the cut. Yeah, Sheikh, what are you telling me, my guy? You good?
Doing good. Big up to all y'all. Hope y'all doing good. Chat, you as well. Run up the likes, subscribe. You already know how it is. But yeah, getting into all this stuff. I'm just like Kaneki. Everything that Kaneki was saying, I'm shouting it from my screen too. Like I am Kaneki. Kaneki is basically like all the thoughts that I have is Kaneki. Maybe a little bit more like anger, but I'm just keeping it in. Like this you can tell in my thing. I'm looking for new teams. Like I'm done. I'm done
doing
with
the loan thing.
Cheek, bro.
Yeah,
I taught the man already. Join the Madison Hive. Come on.
No, but hey, like you would, bro, like how this couldn't get any worse, man. Like I don't think, did any of y'all think this would actually happen, like as United fans, like that he would, or with the way that the whole thing was going, and the whole like the process of, you know, trying to get ownership and stuff like that. Yeah, we don't believe of half of the stuff that comes into the news anyways. All we were really waiting for was the final thing of like, hey, Sheikh Jassim's here and he's going to be the new owner. But I definitely did not see this coming, especially this early, because I thought this would go on until next year. Like I thought this would go on past the January transfer window, maybe even like a little bit before the start of like next season. But this is way too early. Kind of seems like they had this plan the whole time. Like it really
did though.
I think it goes though. I think it goes to show how much people didn't know what was going on. Because no one was expecting it. Because most people, like I said, all along, 99.9% of people reporting on this didn't have a Scooby what was going on. Because there was a very select few who are involved. It's the Glazers, it's Sheikh, just the Glazers, their representatives, Sheikh Jassim and his representatives. That's it. That's a small pool of people. The Glazers don't say anything. We know that. They even said anything on this. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mistaken. It's not like the news has come out and it said, oh, the Glazers rejected said bid. No. Sheikh, like, words are important, people. You hear me say that all the time. Sheikh Jassim withdrew his bid from the process.
Walked out.
We don't know why. We can speculate and guess. My guess, if I'm just guessing, it's like he's tired of dealing with these men. And I get it. Because I think all Manchester United fans are actively tired of dealing with these men. But it could be something else. Who knows? We don't know what it is. But Sheikh, that's the first piece of actual information we've got from it is he withdrew his bid. So that's why I said most people was guessing. This is why I didn't get gassed up. That's why there was no Qatari flag in the bio. There was no Qatari flag on here. There was no Qatari Manchester United background on the thumbnails. None of that. Like, all right, once new information comes out, let's talk about it. I'm surprised it didn't happen. Yes, because of the amount of money we're talking about. And I never thought I would see a group of people turn down 6 million for anything.
That's what I'm
which
saying,
is crazy to get future money. You know what I'm saying? That's a massive gamble. Because people have mentioned go on.
If I may, I told you from the beginning that it was going to be him. And the reason why I always knew it was going to be him, is because of the share price nonsense. It's because the share prices, is what has really killed like the Sheikh Jassim sort of side. Because they're paying only cash, right? They're already given a set amount to the club, essentially, which is the 6 billion that I think he was meant to pay, or something around about that. It's in dollars anyway, right? The thing with Shajim, his price per share is more than, I think it equates somewhere to around about 8 billion or like something like that, or like 8 million and like plus. So and then he's valuing the club more than what they are. So they would, if you're them, you can keep sucking up money from Manchester United and you're still getting more money, but more bang for your buck. So why would you go for Sheikh Jassim?
Well, you know why that's incorrect what you just said about it being Jim, because his bid hasn't been accepted yet.
No. Okay, maybe that part, of course, I'm wrong. But I said the reason why.
Exactly.
Listen, bro. I'm actually trying to be respectful today.
Yeah, we try. No, we are being respectful. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? You made a statement that was incorrect. You're the same guy who told me Graham Potter's Chelsea was going to win the Champions League. So I'm not taking what you say. Wait. How is it a shot? Yeah. They're hella happy. Is it a shot or is it truth? You know what I'm saying? Is it a shot or is it truth? Don't act. It's just Eddie mentioned it, but he's like, people said I always knew this was going to happen. No, you didn't. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be so happy.
I thought my prediction was there.
Yeah, because you're hating. That's why. You also thought Graham Potter's Chelsea was going to win. Wait. Maybe you also said Graham Potter's Chelsea was going to win the Champions League. So I should take what you say. Take what you say verbatim. Yeah.
Sometimes I'm right. Sometimes I'm wrong.
Yeah. So, like I said, sometimes it's crazy. If you genuinely believed it was Jim Ratcliffe, you wouldn't be so happy about it. You would have been like, I knew this was going to happen.
Like, if I'm
because you was genuinely scared. That's why.
Pending Thursday, obviously pending Thursday that gets approved or not. I think that's a bad time to pending Thursday gets approved. The reality of the situation is just a share thing, innit? That's what it just comes down to. The valuation of the club is what has killed it. And like they don't care about the 2 billion that's going towards the MUFC men's team, the stadium. They don't care about that, bro. Let's be real. Like that's what it is, innit? Like, take your shame. I'll be honest, bro. I don't always say this. He scared me because I knew it would be Man United compared to like a Man City or even like a Chelsea when you get taken over. They didn't need as much as us, if that makes sense. because the pieces were already in place. We're already self-sufficient. Maybe you needed to upgrade the stadium, of course, upgrade the facilities. But other than that, really, other than that, and like the sporting direction sort of stuff, you really didn't need that much afterwards. They didn't need to pump in as much as many people would think about. So, hey, man, the Glazers, man, they're just killing you, man. They're just killing you, bro. They're just killing you softly, bro.
Yeah, no, that's me personally too. Like, I think a lot of people need to understand that a lot of us, like, I'll speak for myself here, but myself, I didn't care who it was. I don't care if it's Sheikh Jassim. I don't care if it's anybody else. I wanted new owners. I wanted the Glazers to be out. And that was the big thing at this point, was that we had that one chance to have the Glazers out, and now it's gone. And it's like, it's done. We're here now, and we're going to be a mid-table club, just like Kaneki said. Our peak is going to be the Carabao Cup. We're going to be fighting for the Carabao Cup, literally to our last blood for the Carabao Cup.
That's crazy, bro. You really think you're going to drop that low for another decade? Do you think it's really that bad?
What are we?
I would say for a decade, but I think currently I agree with Sheikh, like in regards to where we're at now, not necessarily like in league position, but I'm just talking about like in aim. Like, yes, we are now for the foreseeable a domestic cup side, but we was like that beforehand. This just confirms it. This is just like, all right, this is definitely what you are now for the medium to long term. Now, can that change? Yes.
You said it too earlier. Like, we were so happy to win the Carabao Cup last season. Why?
I was over the moon.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I know that's pretty much as good as it gets. That's the second biggest trophy we can win. So people are like, oh, it's the Carabao Cup, blah blah blah. I'm gonna celebrate this. Like, we ain't won a trophy in 6 years.
We hadn't won a trophy in 6 years, and the biggest one that we won was the Carabao Cup. Like, bro, I'm over the moon, because do I see ourselves winning any other trophy in the next 6 years? No. Like, we'll probably go up in a final against Man City and lose like 4-0, and that's why
we can win the Carabao Cup again, innit? We have an impeccable record in that. We undefeated. You know what I'm saying? We are undefeated. Yo, we are.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man. Like, what do you expect? Like, obviously, another thing I want to say about Sheikh Jassim too is that, one, me personally, I don't ever think like that. The whole thing that, you know, he's gonna improve our infrastructure, all this, he's gonna spend all this money. Great, sounds great, right? But it also sounds too good to be true. Because all of a sudden you come out once and you're just like, hey, I'm going to do all this. I'm going to do all this. So it sounds like a politician. A politician makes all these promises. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Do they really live up to their promise? So, hey, that's all subject to whether he would have joined, and we would have seen how all that would have begun. But knowing the Glazers, these guys are greedy as fuck. Obviously, they want to keep someone, like they would want to hire someone or take Sir Jim Ratcliffe in this position, because they still own the club. They're still here. That guy's only getting a 25% minority stake. The rest is still them. And even if Sir Jim Ratcliffe, all these people who are hyping him up, we get a DOF, we do all this, we do all that. I give it a year until we're back into the same mess that we were in with the Glazers here these past like 6 or 7 years.
Definitely could happen.
I can see them signing like players in January. I can see them signing players. I can see fans getting happy. I can see fans being hyped. Oh yeah, well Sheikh Jassim, we don't need him. Sir Jim Ratcliffe was the answer the whole time. Yeah, well, watch a year later, we're in the same mess. We're in the same hole that we were in this whole time. So, hey, man, we hold it. Well, I'm going to be here for the content, because that's all that there is to see when it's related to Man United now.
Yeah, we all go drown on the ship together, man.
Yeah, all together, bro.
we all go drown together. Hey, with the you know what I'm saying, the band, you know what I'm saying, with the violin and the conductor, whatever. We go do that, man. We all go drown together. Like,
it's just sad, bro.
Hey, just shut the fuck up. How about that? You know what I'm saying?
That was crazy. Whoa. That was very violent.
The joke on the horizon, yo.
That was very violent.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't. I was doing just some stretches because I forgot about it to do it earlier. And I was just listening when I was reading. I was like, is it really that bad? To be honest, because like,
that's what I'm saying.
Then I'm thinking about it. What if there's a situation where Ratcliffe becomes like Levy, because Levy with us, he owns like 33%, and I can't lie. I only thought that like 5 years ago that Levy wasn't actually our actual owner.
Is he not the majority holder of Smurfs?
Yeah,
no, he's only 33%.
But what does he deal with though? Like in regards to does he not sign players?
No.
Does he not have a say in that?
He has a say in that, but it's like our actual owners gave him the actual power. Our owners don't even probably know which kit we were in this season, but But yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, could it be a situation where, like, maybe in future times they're giving him more percent, but they're not gonna give him the whole club, and it's gonna be a Levy situation where Levy is gonna be looked at. Levy's gonna be looked. Ratcliffe is gonna be looked at as like the face of the club because his name will always be there, and the Glazers just somewhere out there in America.
Yeah, potentially. I think the reason why people are so frustrated is because one, like I said, and I said it with Kaneki when he was on, in regards to there's no guarantee that Sheikh Jassim lands and it works, but it's definitely without doubt the best possible platform. You are not putting up 5-6 billion on something that you don't care about.
Yeah.
If you put up 5 to 6 billion, you care about, you value whatever it is. You are buying something for that amount, whether it's worth it or not, whether that's the value of it or not, whether you're whether you have the knowledge on how to improve said product, whatever the case may be. If you're putting up that money, you care. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are not, it's not 5-6 billion. It's like, oh, I don't care about this. Like, nobody on the planet is doing that. Like, I always use Chelsea as the example. Whether you think Todd B is good for Chelsea or not good for Chelsea, he cares about Chelsea. He's trying to do the correct thing. Whether it works out or not is a whole different conversation. Whether he has the skill set to do it. So that's where it is we just wanted someone, one, who had the pockets to do what needed to be done, and two, actually wanted what was best for Manchester United Football Club. He ticked both those boxes. Jim Ratcliffe doesn't. He already doesn't. One, he don't have the pockets because we can see that. And number two, if you want what's best for Manchester United, why are you willing to allow the Glazers to stay? Because that's one thing, no pun intended, all Manchester United fans across the globe, doesn't matter where you're from, doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter color, race, religion, no matter what. The one thing Manchester United fans, I've never heard a Manchester United fan say Glazers in. For all the things we argue about, managers we argue about, players we argue about, how to maneuver to get the actual Glazers out, all these things are disputed. But the one thing we all universally agree on is getting the Glazers out. But you're willing to allow them to stay, but you're a Manchester United fan. Like, come on, man. Just common sense. Forget being a Chelsea season ticket holder. But those two things stand out. The pockets ain't deep enough, number one. And number two, you don't want what's best for the football club already. I already know. Because you're willing to allow these men to stay, knowing what they... The reason why we're in such a bad state is because of these men. So why not, even if he doesn't have the money himself, all right, I'm sure he knows other millionaires and billionaires, put together a consortium. If you really care that much, go get 5-6 men and say, you know what, let's all put together to try and buy these clubs. If he can get 1.5 billion together for 25%, you're telling me he doesn't have other people and can make other investments and make calls and try and get 100% of the club? Because that's what Sheikh Jassim was on. Buy them out. He was 100% clear the debt, buy these men out. I want 100% control. Never mind what you're doing for the surrounding area. And me, just as a Mancunian, I love that. Because what that does for the city, that's out. So forget that. That's outside of football. I love that for the city itself because that creates work for everybody. That creates work for, you know what I'm saying, family members of mine. That creates opportunity for brethren of mine. That could create opportunities for me. Who knows what could have come of that? Who knows with the amount of money? You're talking millions upon millions. Like, people mention City all the time. I don't live too far from the ground. What they did for that surrounding area is so nice because it didn't used to look like that. But it's very, very nice now. And I can say that as a United fan. So that's where it stems from. That's why it's so bad, because of just the two polar opposites in the options. Two polar opposites. And that's why you just see everyone say,
you sounded like Pastor today, bro. What's going on, man?
I always sound like this. You just don't be listening. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
you just don't get the memo.
Today, man.
You just don't get the memo.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
I always be preaching. You just gotta listen. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta listen. You too busy trying to steal.
If you would be listening to this preached sessions, maybe you wouldn't be quitting games against Luton Town and FIFA.
Hey, listen, man, it is what it is. Hey, listen, I played the hardest mode, innit? So you know, it is what it is.
Yeah,
Silver cards.
Sure.
FIFA, you cannot play with FIFA, Chelsea with FIFA. Just letting man them know.
Alright, sure. But anyways, crazy. People, you know what? Remember we said that when I started my career mode with Manchester United, but
you got gold players. We have silver players in our team, bro. Literally, Mudryk silver.
So why didn't you sign more? Wait, you can sign players on career mode. Why didn't you sign
more
players?
I'm trying to do the mode. I'm doing the thing. I'm doing the thing where we're trying to follow the Chelsea road.
You know what?
Yeah, that Chelsea road got you in 12th. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Don't follow that road.
You know what?
It's a road to nowhere.
Or let somebody else think. You know what? That's a you problem. You play with Chelsea.
It's a you problem.
Exactly. That's a you problem, bro.
Not only are
Sheikh,
you just a
go,
coach,
Sheikh.
Ahmed, you're Sheikh Jassim of your club. You could buy whoever you want. You
Facts.
got unlimited funds in the
I'm
game.
trying to
Facts.
keep
And
it
when I
realistic.
start a career mode, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off when I pick United. I'm gonna turn off the like surface and turn off the takeover thing. So like, that's kind of realistic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we move. But Sheik, anything you want to add before we close out?
Yeah, I
Like,
actually
what's
just
going
want
on?
to. I
go.
genuinely want to ask a question. Why is this dude called
Okay.
Sir? What is he? What has he done to be called Sir?
I actually don't know. That's a great
Probably
question.
services to
I'll
like,
give you
business
that.
and that stuff. You can get
But a
become
lot of people
become
been
law
a
for
lot. But you know what? I guarantee if you look at the
He's
list
in
over
that's
here,
why.
like in terms of like people who've been knighted, you probably don't know 90% of them. Because I didn't even know
Mm.
who he was. I didn't even know who he was until he was linked to us, and all of a sudden he's a sir.
Yeah.
But obviously, I'm not paying outside of sport. I'm not paying attention to anyone called sir.
Yeah.
Like who's
I
been
generally
knighted.
just
But yeah,
wonder.
I
he
don't
was
know.
he was knighted for his services to the business and investment.
Exactly.
In
Yeah.
2018.
It's always that sort of
Business
stuff, man.
investment.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fair.
So basically,
Yeah,
he gave
fair.
money to HMRC and love.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Wait, he was born in Manchester. Fair.
Yeah,
We
he's
said-
Manchester born, bud.
But
He
was
said
that
he was a Manchester
watching
United
you
fan.
still on the bridge? Crazy, man.
Yeah,
Crazy.
He was
But
born
then
he
he
was
got
born in
season tickets for the
Yeah,
bridge.
I don't understand why he's going to the bridge if he's a mad guy. That still doesn't make sense.
No,
to
he was
me.
obviously lying. He must not seen
Yeah.
bro. He's trying to get money, bro. We know how this works.
Yeah.
He was also born
I
in
know.
Belgium.
I'm just
That's
saying
a
it though,
massive
like, you know what I'm saying? From a United perspective, yeah. This guy was watching Chelsea games, UCL games, everything like that. He wasn't going to Old Trafford to watch games for you. And like he's
I'm
using that
going it.
excuse. It's crazy, man.
That's why I'm not even
Yeah.
hearing that. But yeah,
I'm hearing
Sheikh,
about
go on.
I'm hearing about like our stadium, the rights, the naming rights and stuff changing now too. All these different things that are coming out. What are we gonna be called? Apple Music, Old Trafford now, like Spotify, Camp Nou?
Yo,
Like
as
it's
long
gonna
as
be crazy, bro.
as long as we're successful, I don't even care what we call. To be honest, that's all nostalgia.
Can I ask
Yeah,
a
I'm
question?
saying.
Because this is a serious question, you know. Like Jim Ratcliffe, he's in his like early 70s, right? So there could be a chance. Listen, obviously,
Oh my
with
god.
age, obviously. you
Nah,
know what I'm
move
saying?
on.
But it's an honest question, though, bro. It's an honest question.
This guy. We just gonna keep it stepping. I'm gonna just leave this banner on the screen for the whole show. Sheik, always good chatting to you, man.
Yep,
All the
always
time,
good.
man.
Hey, big up.
Please continue to support, man. Love Sheik every single
Yeah,
time.
big up,
Always
big
see you
up.
in the chat, man.
Run the
It's
lights,
always,
people.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Love every time, Sheik. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna end on that note. Everyone see the car crash that is Ahmed, you know what I'm saying, coming from far. Anyways, let me run through the rest of these callers as well. Before we do, everyone's like, we're not having this.
I don't know why
But-
people are laughing. Not actually.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Actually, on
Anyways,
this question, bro.
girls up to 50, girls over 40 likes, right? 37 likes. Hit the
Sick.
subscribe button as well, people. Make sure you do so. I will get to all the calls. Don't worry, people. The reason why I'm giving callers extended time, I'm gonna get to all the calls. So even if I'm here for another hour and a half, I'm gonna get to your call. Of course, it is first come, first serve in regards to calling in. But if you are, remember, you will queue jump and go to the start. And big up to Stephen, who I'm gonna bring in a sec because he did become a member of the channel as well. Much appreciated. And this is his debut actually on the channel, I do believe, on fan calling. Yes, Stephen, what are you saying, man? You good?
Hey, how's it going, lads? Great to meet you guys. So I'm a fan here from the US. It's my first time here, so thank you for having me.
Man, where in the US you calling from? And let them know who you support as well.
Orlando,
Obviously, I
yeah,
need to let them
Orlando.
know.
Mhm.
Orlando,
So,
okay, sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I actually have an idea, not the exact place where the Glazers live, and there have been
Jesus
like.
Christ.
I'm being so serious. They live in Tampa Bay, like an hour and a half away from here. And there have been like people with like signs and whatnot saying like Glacier's out, and they know about what it is. So I think the main thing that I see a lot of people, like a lot of YouTubers, a lot of like friends that I have over there in the UK, is that what the fuck happens to other teams? Like, even with this takeover, it doesn't matter if he gets the 100% of the club, which I don't want him to, in 3 years. Do people think that Man City are just gonna like not do anything for 3 years, or like
Yeah, I get you.
Brighton, or like you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like they're not going to hibernate. They're not gonna go to sleep. No, they're gonna keep improving. Arsenal. I don't hate Arsenal. I hate the fans because the way that they move, you would think that they have won like Champions League and shit. Like you would think that they have not like stat padded the FA Cup. Like that's just how it is. But yeah, like they're well run. As of now, they are well run. They're playing. I hate to say it, they're playing pretty okay. The Spurs, they're playing really good too. So it's kind of like we are gonna have to play catch up these next 3 years. We have to, like, we have to. And it's jarring. It's so jarring to see. Here from across the ocean, we see it. I'm from a third world country, and I moved here for a better life, right? the fans over there and family over there, they see it too. So it's not just like local there or like here and like big in the US. No, it's everywhere that we see it. It's a failure. I gotta disagree with everybody that says that Qatar wasn't gonna succeed. That's just not it. Qatar was gonna succeed. It's just like if you throw money, it's the world that we live in. If we throw money at a problem, more than likely it's gonna be solved. The only way that I didn't see it being solved is with Chelsea, because I don't know what's wrong with that club. But but the simple matter of the fact is this. The simple matter of the fact is this. Right?
That's brilliant, yo. Before you carry on, Steven, you know what I love about fan calling shows, and especially people for like other countries as well, is that the banter and the slander goes worldwide. Like it don't miss. Sorry, I just wanted to get that out. It really, you took a shot. Arsenal, Chelsea, beautiful sayings. Carry on, my guy. Carry on.
Yeah. So the main thing is that like money talks, and that's just simple as Qatari are like huge ambassadors, right, for worldwide things. Don't you think that like they would have like this is just like a dream, but like killing Mbappe, they would have offered him like a crazy contract to come to the Premier League, to come to United. That could have been a possibility.
It's definitely a possibility.
So obviously, those things are gray area. You never know what would happen, but things like that could have happened. Maybe not Mbappe, of course, but other talented players. You know what I'm saying? We could have lured Tonali maybe from like, that's just an example. I know it's a bad one, but any other player could have come to United under a huge investment. Everybody knows that. The staff, I have a friend over there that his brother works for Man United. He's like a ticket, like he scans your tickets, so you go into the stadium. He will tell me, like, yes, the staff more than likely would have been happier because it's just like a better environment. The owners are never there. This is how it is. Everything is dire. Everything is like draws is jarring. It's jarring to see that like we have to get used to that for the next 10, 15 years, maybe even like 40 years, like a fan said earlier, we're not going to win anything. We're not. It's just people think that like the clubs are going to go away, like Brighton. That club is so well run. It's such a oiled machine. They're gonna do good. And I wouldn't even be surprised if Qatar buy Brighton or an Aston Villa that are running well, just to be like, nah, they turn me down. Okay, cool. I'm going to go buy this. Yeah, it's just how it is. When people have money, they want to invest it to keep their money safe. Right. So it's just that. And then like with this guy, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, he might have went to like a hospitality game one time and he said, oh, I'm a season ticket holder. This guy is a fake fan. He tried to get Chelsea publicly known, and they rejected him. He tried to get Barca, they rejected him. He tried to get Porto and they rejected him. Come on now. Now you're gonna come here and be like, oh, I'm a fan. You're not. You're just looking to invest in our sport, which is a huge, if not the biggest money generator like in the UK. And that's just what it is. And especially one of, if not the biggest club, which is United. Okay. So it's just super jarring to see.
Nah, I hear you, Steve. You spitting. Obviously, like we spoke on this yesterday, obviously when you was in the chat and we was going back and forth in regards to having a conversation. And yeah, like that's just what it is. There isn't really too much to say outside of that in regards to what it would have. That one option was clearly better than the other. I think everyone was fully aware. Fully aware of that. And it's just sickening. That's what it is.
Yeah,
sickening.
I also do think that Ten Hag is this is debatable, but Ten Hag, I think he's the right guy. He's just some of his signings have been really questionable. I didn't want Onana.
Go on.
Unpopular opinion, I didn't want Onana. I wanted De Gea to stay because be careful what you wish for. You might get it, and we got as of now a very, 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 very underperforming keeper. There's pressure on him. Yeah, of course we understand him. Obviously he's in contract, so you got to give the player time. But I didn't want this. We're in the situation because we're all the team. But I didn't want it. There's rumors and chats about they have like coming back for being like the
who's coming back?
Not rumors, but like De Gea coming back with like for a year. He was supporting
leave him unemployed. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I know a lot of people are not gonna agree, but I wouldn't be opposed to it just because I think Onana has been that bad. That's just my personal opinion. And then in the Champions League, we're not gonna get far. That's obviously known.
I don't think we got out of the group. You think we got out of the group?
No. No chance. No chance. The negativity when this news broke out, the negativity right now is on the floor. It is horrible. The entire fan base worldwide is like super divided. Some are like being positive, and I get that. I want to be positive. Like, this is my team. I should want to be positive, but I'm not. Simple as. Like, I'm not. Like, it's just things are not gonna get better. I want it to get better, but I'm realistic too. Like, I'm grounded. They're not. Sadly, they're not. So I don't think we're gonna get out of the group. I don't even think we're gonna get third. I wouldn't even be surprised if we go to like who we're playing.
We got Copenhagen double.
Copenhagen FC Copenhagen with the Lion thing. I wouldn't be surprised if we go there and we get beat 1-0. Easily, like on a set piece or like a penalty, like knowing how rash our players are to like make quick decisions and like really strong tackles, which I like them doing that, but like you gotta be like careful. We're gonna give a penalty away. And then boom, like we're gonna lose 1-0, and then boom, that's it. If we don't win over there, like if like it's a must-win game. If we don't win, we're done. That's it.
Both of them. Yeah, both of them. We gotta win.
Yeah, like it's like we have to. But like that win, that away win, is like okay, all right. We get momentum. We're not gonna win. Realistically, we're not gonna win. I want us to win, obviously, but
of course,
that's just how it is. So I don't even think we're gonna get Europa League, and then next season, obviously. I mean, I believe Ten Hag can turn it around. Maybe we secure Europa League in like 7th spot, because now 6 and 7 get Europa League. And
I'd rather conference, man. I can't stand that competition. But
yeah, if we don't get Europa League, I'd rather just not be in any Europa.
Nah, run me the conference thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Run me the conference thing.
Hell no.
You don't win the conference thing, Steven. Nah, the conference, man.
No, because that don't mean giving this club more money for European football, and I don't want that.
Hey,
I would rather us make Europa or none of it at all. They don't deserve it. The Glaciers, they don't deserve it. And then,
but the Europa League would generate more money than Conference League, because some of them teams is you know what I'm saying. People ain't actually United fans travel everywhere, but you understand my point. They would definitely
exactly. But I just don't want that for the team, because that means that like Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the Glaciers would have succeeded. Like, oh, we secure Europa, and they expect us to be content with that. They expect us to like, oh, we hear the Champions League anthem, or we hear the Europa League anthem, like, oh, that's cool. Like Wednesday, like Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. Like, no, we don't want that. Like, it's like, so that's just how it is. It's just jarring. Like, we're support the team because like you gotta love the club. That's just how it is. But it's super sad and super frustrating how this is the situation that we're in. And like many people have said it, Qatar was our lifeline. Like, I've never been to Old Trafford. I've never been to Manchester. Right? If Qatar would have taken over, or even if they didn't, like whatever, right? Or we were in the process, I was gonna go to the Newcastle game, and I still have the money saved up, and I was gonna go like hospitality. That was gonna be like my birthday treat, like a lifetime gift to myself. Like that was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. For what? Why am I gonna pay my hard-earned money to spend on the flight, on hotels, on food, and all that, on an expensive hospitality ticket, just for us to maybe get slapped away like 3-4-0.
Yeah, facts, man. Yeah, go spend that money on some hoes, man. I hear you, man. Do your thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
and I'm not gonna lie. Even if we would have like gotten destroyed, I wouldn't have been happy obviously because we lost, but I would have been like, damn, that was an experience. Like, I'm here. I'm at the theater of dreams. Like this is like wow. Like I'm here, and it's like, bruh. Like now there's no point. Like now, there's absolutely no point whatsoever. Like it's just
save your money, man. Save your bread. Use that elsewhere. 100%.
To be fair, in Manchester, like Victor put me on today. Nice city. I'll have to say.
Yeah. Manchester's
No, he knows why.
Yeah, we know what Jez is like. This milk chasing crook, but it is a very nice city. You know what I'm saying? Manchester is a lovely city, people. That's not me. Just actually, I'm biased, so of course I'm saying that. But yes, Manchester is a lovely city. Man. He is, man. He is a milk chasing crook. You know what he's like. But yeah, go on, Steven. Carry on, Steven.
Yeah, I know I'm sick.
Yeah, so and a lot of what I'm saying is also like not just me. A lot of what I'm saying is also not just me. I'm part of a big fan group here in the US. Not just in my state, but like in a lot of like cities, like big cities like New York and New Jersey. So it's kind of like we have like a massive group chat, right? So it's kind of like I couldn't find like one saying like, oh, like this is good. It's not.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't hate if people call me pessimistic. I don't hate it if people say like, damn, why are you like that? Like I said, I want to be positive, but and physically and emotionally I can be. I don't think that I think that unless you're a fan, you won't understand because you won't understand how like bad it has been. You can see it from the outside and you can laugh at United like, oh, they're shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially Arsenal fans. They love to like just talk. Like they love to just talk because they're up right now. Everybody acts tough when they're up. But like it's true. We're in a very dire spot. We'll continue to be there. And that was, like I said, like our only lifeline. So which we didn't get. So it is what it is.
I hear what you're saying, man. But yo, Stephen, great first call, man. You know what I'm saying? Good to finally chop it up with you. Obviously, big up for becoming a member as well. Anything you want to add before I move on to the next call, my guy?
Yeah. I think that for the next match day, for the Prem, I don't think that Arsenal Chelsea is that big of a game. I think that the biggest game, in my opinion, is Brighton Man City. If Brighton beat Man City are gonna start going on a downhill slope. That's a fact. That'll be 3 games in the spin that they lose. 3. Not just in the Prem. I mean, yeah, and that's in the Prem. Not all
in the Prem.
So yeah, so that'll be 3 games that they lose in the spin. I think that to me that is the biggest game. And then I think it was Aston Villa and West Ham. That's also like that's a massive game. I got Arsenal beating Chelsea. A lot of people were, especially in our chat, were talking about that game. I don't think that's the biggest game. I want to know what you guys think.
Oh, in regards to prediction for I think Arsenal win the game. I think Arsenal win 1-0. What are you saying, Jez? Arsenal, Chelsea. Chelsea, Arsenal, I should say.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an Arsenal win as well. I don't know the score, to be honest. I'm still trying to think. But I think Arsenal win, in my opinion.
All right, cool. What are you saying? Ahmed?
I think for me, probably we'd hope for a draw. Obviously for Chelsea at Arsenal, but it probably would most likely be a Arsenal win, probably, in my opinion.
First. What are you saying, Victor?
Yeah, I think Arsenal will win, but I think the game will be closer. I think people are probably saying that we're going to get battered, blah, 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 but I think it will be a lot closer than what people think. Arsenal obviously are on high confidence because they beat Man City, and we just beat Burnley. So and we're at home, so the game could go either way, to be honest. But as it stands, Arsenal are in favour, and they probably will win. But who cares?
What are you saying, Rhino? Chelsea, Arsenal prediction.
Arsenal will win, man.
Yeah, you got Arsenal winning as well. Yeah, first. I think that's pretty much universal.
Yeah, I got Arsenal winning maybe 1-0, 2-0.
Wait, where are they playing on the bridge?
Yeah, it's at the bridge. Yeah.
We know they'll make a
history
difference.
Says I think they'll win, man. Yeah. They play a bit different as well. The way they control the game, they haven't been as good, but just like we said, just in terms of how the season started or whatever, the stage that Chelsea are at in terms of building their chemistry with their players and all of that. Yeah, it's going to be quite tough for them, but it's possible though. They might be able to hold them to a draw, maybe, but Arsenal should be able to get it over the line.
Yeah, they'll have enough. Yeah, I think there's. But Stephen, hey, great call, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, good to finally chop it up with you. Yeah, my guy, bless up. I'm gonna run through the rest of these callers, but big up, man. Come on.
Yeah, the last thing I gotta say is I don't know if you guys saw the news, but the Belgium and Sweden game got called off because of
rest in peace, man.
Yeah, two fans unfortunately got killed. So I think that you can read it later, and I hate to be that bearer of bad news, but I think that anyone should go to a game and come back home. So just like thoughts and prayers for them. I didn't want to end it on a sad note, but you just got to be real that like at the end of the day, this is our lovely sport, and we're all fans of the game. So let's keep it cool, let's keep it civil, let's just keep it to like talking shit or like maybe throwing some insult here and there. So yeah, that's it. Other than that, thank you for having me. Big up to everybody, like for real. And then hopefully I hope to be a part of the community now more and join more fan calls for sure.
Yeah, man, definitely feel free to call in, man. Yeah, man, much we continue to support. And like I say, I'm definitely going to run fan calling shows like more often, even after this week, like during the season. I'll always run because it's always good to chop it up with people who be on the chat and the regularly supporting. But Stephen, big up every single time, yeah? I already know, man. Bless up. We are going to continue to run through the calls, people. Just please be patient. It's first come, first serve. I will continue to drop the links in the chat. But if you are a member of the channel, you will queue jump people. So if there's 3 people ahead of you and then you join, then boom. Then you will go to the top of the You will go to the top of the queue. Speaking of that, big up to my like Malcolm in the building. Yes, Malcolm, what are you telling me?
Hey, what's good? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
hear
we
you
can hear you
loud
loud
and
and
clear,
clear,
man.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Look like you in studio and that. But yeah, man, what you telling me?
Yeah, I'm just on live right now on my channel. So like,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Love that.
so yeah, man. Just wanna just wanna say hello to you guys. If you guys wanna jump on, Rano, I know I heard you had a lot of opinions. So if you wanna just jump on, let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Bless up. Make sure you subscribe to Malcolm's channel. He's been here supporting for a
Big up,
minute.
man.
But anything you want to add, Malcolm? I know you double streaming right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, bump up the likes as well, people. There's only 44 likes, and there's over 60 people in it. Let's get us up to 60 likes. Like check 1212. Hit the subscribe button as well. Yeah, go on, Malcolm.
Yeah. No, man. Just listen, man. I mean, I wanted to talk about the Qataris right now. I'm actually talking about it right now on my channel. So, I'm don't want to say too much. Just gonna let the calls in, kind of just let it flow. But listen, man. Big up to you guys as well.
Love, man. It's always good to hear from you, Malcolm, man. Bless up, yeah? You lot make sure you sub to his channel. Big up to Malcolm. All right, let's run through the rest of these calls as well. We'll go to the next one. I think this a yeah. Oh no, it's not a debut. I think he's been on before. But welcome, my like El Paco to the stream. Oh shit, I didn't even clock it was you, my guy. What are you saying? I didn't even clock it was you because you was hiding. What are you telling me? Long time, man. What you telling me,
shit.
man?
Oh
I
shit.
didn't even clock it was you, man.
Oh shit.
I couldn't see it was small on the screen. Floor's yours, man. LT, what do you want to say?
Well, all I gotta say is it's been one hell of an end of the week, and it was fuck, man. Fabrizio Romano just had to kill me with that news. But to be honest, like I would just echo what you said. I was like when the news first started of who was going to be the new owners and everything, Sir Jim was the first one. I think he was the first one to say that he was interested. And so I was like, I was actually for Sir Jim at the start because we didn't even know what is he actually going to be doing, if he was going to be buying full on or 25% or whatever. Then Qatar came in and they said he wanted full everything, full ownership, clear the debt. I was like, let's go. So man, I really want to be a fly on the wall in that room and when the Sheikh got the news, but I don't know, because like as you said, the bid hasn't been accepted yet, so now we just got to pray to God some way somehow that possibly the boardroom members are like, nah, let's just go hard for Qatar. But we know the Glazers are some dumb shits anyways, so they're gonna be like, nah, it's cool. We're just gonna accept the 25% on the slide. Let's Jim come in and do his fucking shit, But there are many top words, possibly not even top words, but there are many like Man United fans who are pro Sir Jim. Okay, they didn't want the Qatar, they didn't want Sheikh Jassim. I would say that Sheikh Jassim to be owned because they say it was going to be like sport washing, state owned, or whatever fuck. Even though I really didn't agree with that because it's not going to be state owned, it's his money and shit. So, and for Sir Jim, to come in. How old is he? He's like 70, 72, 71?
Yeah,
hey,
please
man.
don't go there. Ahmed mentioned that. Yeah, go on, carry on.
Yeah. The death is on his door, man. Death is on his door. So who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows what's gonna happen in 3 years' time?
He literally just said, "Don't do that." Oh my God. Continue.
Possibly in 3 years' time, it might have.
Just to clarify, people, let me just say this: all the views expressed by panelists, Frank Collins, Collins on Sarcasm City are not always the views of Flawless or Sarcasm City TV. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Thank you very much.
I know this is also like I know this Sarcasm City TV is also like with other sports and everything. Are any of you guys watching the Rugby World Cup?
Oh yeah, we can get to it. I've not watched it, no, because I don't watch rugby.
Well, as a South African, I can gladly say that I'm very happy by the victory against France. It was a really hard game last night. Yeah, it was a really, really hard game, but South Africa kept the defense on fleek. It was great for the last 10 minutes. We got England on Saturday, so it's going to be a double whammy. I think Man United are playing on Saturday. Really don't give a fuck about that. So if somehow Eric Ten Hag yet again loses to Sheffield United, I ain't going to cry about it. The big one is South Africa versus England, the rematch to the 2019 final. It's going to be a tough one, but if South Africa beats England flawlessly, yeah, I think that's going to be another World Cup, man. I don't care about how the All Blacks is, even though it was a good match for them. But hopefully Argentina they do a shock, man. They do a shock and they beat them on Friday. So hey, we just need the easier route.
Yeah, man. Fast.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
easier
man.
route,
Anything
man.
else you want to add, LT, before I run through the rest of these callers?
Yeah. In short, man, it's really gonna be if Sir Jim's bid gets accepted, I think it is done, man. I think I think it is done.
I think it don't make a difference whether. I don't think it makes a difference if it gets accepted or not. It makes no difference.
But
it's like
definitely
playing it's like, you know what it's like? It's like playing Mount or Bruno. There's no difference.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Failure is the end goal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
one might
because
fail,
it's still
one
gonna
might
be playing.
fail a little bit more dramatic in a more dramatic fashion than the other, but it's gonna end in failure. Makes no difference.
Yeah.
But go on.
Yeah, it's like fucking Mason Mount, man. I don't know why Eric Ten Hag decided to go after that nigga, man. Like what? But anyways, yeah, this
One of the minerals. Let him land.
Yeah, but it is gonna be, like I said in the group chat on YouTube. There, Kadeki even replied, we're gonna be fighting Brighton and Aston Villa for Conference, bruv. Conference League. That's gonna be it. We're gonna be a domestic side. We're gonna be 10th, 7th. You know, I envy Chelsea so much, even though they're kind of in a shitty situation. But you know, they're calm with it.
Why you envy Chelsea?
You know
why?
No,
I don't know.
I don't know. It's like because they're still. I don't know if I can say they're still in a shitty situation, even though Todd Bowley has actually gave them like. Yeah, well,
you know,
you know
what I'm saying. They just the rich homeless, man. Don't get mistaken.
They're rich homeless.
Homeless guys. Whereas we just the homeless guy, but we still living under the same. We still living on the same cardboard box.
LT, I just gotta before you leave it here. Victor, you should gotta hold them, man. But LT, I gotta put a pitch. I gotta put a pitch out there, and this also for all the Man United fans on here.
Chat, man. You might better beat us.
Yeah, of course. Like, it's like if you don't, then I'm just not my manager anymore. But that's for another day. But yeah, I just have to put a pitch out there because I'm about to go and make some food real quick. I won't be listening though. But I have to put a picture out there for all the Man United fans here in the chat and obviously here on the panel. I'm like, so I know we don't win trophies like that over here. It's been 15 years. But under the revolution of Ange Postecoglou, Big Ange, and his soldiers, Hamid's son, and James Madison, Jeremiah Madison, in this revolution that Ange is building right now. I'm here to tell you right now, you can join us. We will take care of you. We hate Arsenal. We hate Chelsea. If you want us to, we can hate Man City too and Liverpool too. Liverpool hate us from cheating them upon. So, guys, come. We will take care of you. We will take care of you until Ratcliffe leaves. Okay. Anyways, I gotta go, man. But yeah, what are you gonna say?
I just love every time, man. You already know.
Yeah, big up this, man. Big up Rhino too, man.
Yeah, just silver plate.
Hey,
yeah, silver plate, man. We hungry over this side.
Hey, you getting all the gumbo, the barbecue, jollof rice,
barbecue.
not Nigerian jollof, Ghanaian jollof.
Wait.
That's the real stuff.
Where's the trophy? What's the trophy?
I told you already. We ain't winning trophies over here, but we at least gonna be up there competing. So it's what it is. Like, yeah. Hey, you man are just gonna sign here under 20s. Like, come on, bro. Like, what is this? Might as well just sign up for the PL2. Anyways, I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be listening to the chat. Big up everyone. And Surfer, fuck you too.
Hey, Surfer, hold that. Hey, large up every single time, Jess. But yo, LT, I'm gonna get to this next caller. But always good to chat to you, my guy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, man. Good. Yeah, man. Everything is good. Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, man. You already know the pattern. Yes, large up everyone who is still tapped in. Make sure you hit that like button, people. I've dropped the link in the chat. For those that got so much to say in the chat, join. You know what I'm saying? You lot love doing up the Wi-Fi Warriors thing. God, welcome to the stream. I think I've worked with him before. I think we've been on stream together before anyway, but I've not been on this channel. This is his first time on here as well. I'll bring in Brandon. What are you telling me, my guy? You good?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Oh, bless, man. You already know how it is, man. What do you want to talk about? Floor is yours.
Oh, what should we talk about, Flores? Should we talk about how Man United have got finessed all season so far this year? All season, because yeah, you've been finessed, bro. Because let's be honest, the Glazers have got you right where they want you. You're signing man like Johnny Evans back on a new deal. You may as well bring back Wes Brown as well. Do you know what I mean? Bring back the old man.
Don't ever disrespect Wes Brown, man. He's got more European cups than your whole club. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that.
Get Giggsy out of retirement and all that.
Don't do that.
Do all of that. You might as well. You might as well.
But I wouldn't say we've been finessed because this is nothing new. The Glazers have always had us where they wanted us for years.
Well, it depends what Man United fans you talk to, because I think
you be talking to them once.
Yeah, I mean, quite a lot that I've spoke to were genuinely like, oh yeah, this Sheikh, he's going to be in, and we're going to be competing again, and this, that, and the other. And I always maintained, that the Glazers would remain in control some way or another. You can tell, right? Because I've been through this with my club. Remember not so long ago, Daniel Ek was touted as being a potential buyer for Arsenal.
Spotify man, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and it never came off. And it's a similar situation to you guys with Jim Ratcliffe. The guy never had deep enough pockets anyway. It was never going to make a huge difference. And luckily, the Cronkies, mainly through Josh, have sorted themselves out, and they're back in the manager and that now, which we hadn't seen. But yeah, you could just see the similarities in the situation. Like the Glazers played everyone, really. They put out there to your media muppets, oh yeah, the sale will go through with Sheikh, Jassim, or whatever his name is. It brings the stocks back up, it makes money, it puts money in their pocket, and then they'll drop the stocks back down again, and then they'll bring it back up again. It's all money making scheme for the Glazers. And in all honesty, I think a lot of it is Man United fans' fault, because when the Super League was touted as being a potential thing, you guys protested better than anybody else did. You had the game called off, fans breaking into the stadium and stuff like that. The biggest mistake that you guys made was you didn't continue that on, and unfortunately the Glazers are parasites, and they're probably the biggest parasites in the Premier League, in my opinion. Definitely. So yeah, I mean, is it going to improve for Man United? I mean, what's the answer now? Because you got Ten Hag there, who had a decent first season. I think, for as much as people throw shade at him, I think we see a similar situation with Mikel Arteta at Arsenal, right? Who won the FA Cup within 6 months, not with his squad. Yeah. And then the second and third season was kind of a transition season. He had to find out the good eggs from the bad eggs, get rid of a lot of players, bring in his own players. And I think Ten Hag's going through that same situation at Man United now. And it's going to take time. But can your fan base be patient? And that's the question. There's a lot of people that are saying, Ten Hag needs to go. And at the end of the day, it's a results-based business, so I understand why. And look, I was one who said Mikel Arteta should go. But when you look at it in the cold light of day, I just think, who can you get in that's going to do a better job under these parasite owners? And so Jim ain't going to make a massive, difference, let's be honest. And I think really and truly United should give him time. And you're going to go through a lot of bad to get to the good. Like, even with Arteta, again, I'll relay it back to Arteta. He made massive, massive mistakes in the transfer market, in the players that he brought in initially. We remember the Willians and the Cedrics and all that. So for as poor as some of your signings have been, like Mason Mount, for example, nobody wanted him at Man United.
Crazy.
Even Amrabat, you brought this guy in to be a midfield partner for Casemiro, who's playing left back at the moment.
Yeah, that's because we've got no left backs. That's why I push back on that. There's no left backs.
Yeah, no. Yeah, and at the moment he's having to plug holes because of your injury issues, because he hasn't got his own players and that. I just think you need to give him time. That's my opinion on the whole thing. And I do think you're going to spend the next 2 years with a lot of pain under this manager while he's figuring it all out. And yeah, you just got to give him time to figure it out, to be honest with you.
Yeah, with that, I'm willing. The thing is, I'm willing to give him time in regards, but I'm giving him time to turn it around. But he has to turn it around quick. I hear all the things with the injuries, ownership issues, all the stuff, but you should still be doing better than what he is. That's all. I'm not asking for Premier League. I'm not asking for title winning form. I'm just asking us to be I've said it before. I'll say it again, a competent, functioning unit. That's all I'm asking for, because the team's worse than us who are that. So he can do that. He can, like, that's all I'm asking for. In regards to the ownership, the Glazers never came out and said anything. You mentioned it. When your fan base is as big as Manchester United and there's that hope there, people are going to run with it. Glazers have said nothing during this entire period. That's people making things up. And because if enough people make things up, then people are going to believe it. That's why when it was all, how many deadlines got made during this whole process? And none of these deadlines came and went and nothing happened. It's people just making things up.
Do you think a lot of this came from the Glazers, though? Because obviously, no, it's the same at all Premier League football clubs, right? The football club will get their journalist, the journalists that are on the payroll, the journalists that, you know, get you get these perks, you know, for rolling with a story that we want to put out there. We want to push a narrative out there. I just feel like the Glazers wanted to push the narrative out there that they're going to sell the club. They're not going to be the owners no more. And Sheikh Jassim was the favourite, and that's why the media ran with it, because it was like, cool. And that drives the stock price up, so it makes them money.
Yeah, of course it makes them money, of course. But I think, like I said, do I think the Glazers did that? No. Who said it yesterday? Oh, it was on Saeed's channel, the new Don. I actually forgot his name, but shout out to him. Bugging me that I forgot his name, but there's a new guy on the Unfiltered podcast with us as well. And he mentioned it. And a journalist said this years ago. You will never go broke talking about Manchester United Football Club. The Glazers haven't said anything. Even up until this point with Sheikh Jassim. Read the words that Fabrizio Romano put in the tweet. He didn't say Glazers reject bid from Sheikh Jassim. It says Sheikh Jassim withdraws bid from buying Manchester United. So still yet we haven't known. The Glazers might not have rejected his bid. That might not be the case. They could have been negotiating. Again, it's a lot of unknowns because the Glazers from this point here all the way up until the start haven't said anything, because something doesn't have to be up for sale for someone to make a bid for it. Arsenal's not up for sale. But if someone makes a bid for it, it's a conversation for the owners of Arsenal to have, and they can say it's not for sale or we want X. So that's what it is. The Glazers have never ever come out and said, "Oh, they want to sell Manchester United." That's never been a thing again. But I could do that on here. I could do a show tomorrow and title it and go, "Yeah, Glazers want to sell Manchester United," and people gonna lock in. No reliable source. Just my opinion on it. Obviously, I wouldn't do that because I have more decorum and more credibility than putting out false information. But that's what it is. Rhino could do the same thing. Rhino next week could do a show and title it and live stream and call Glazers want to sell. And he could run that from Monday to Sunday. And Monday to Sunday, people going to tune in. Like, that's what it is. So with the Glazers, with Manchester United, you don't need no PR because Manchester United is the PR. Like, once you are at Manchester United Football Club and involved, whether it's from a playing standpoint, manager, owner, board, that our board members get mentioned more than anyone else's. Look at like John Murtough, Darren Fletcher, Richard Arnold. I don't know who's in these positions at Arsenal. I don't know who's in these positions at Chelsea. I don't know who's in these positions at City. But ours are front. Some of our board members are more famous than set players. They get mentioned more than set players. John Murtough will get mentioned more than Kovacic moved to Manchester City. John Murtough got mentioned more in the summer than Kovacic, who's a Champions League winning player for Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? Been played in World Cups. That just goes to show the juggernaut that we are. I say it all the time. We generate clicks. We generate clicks, retweets, likes, shares. If you insert link, it happens all the time in the summer transfer window. Link Manchester United to any player here, and our stupid fan base runs with it. Like when we got linked to Jordan Pickford, and there was no credible source. How we've been linked to Jordan Pickford? Says who? And then we signed Onana. But again, people won't. I guarantee you that them tweets there, Pickford probably trended during that period.
You probably would have been better off with Pickford.
Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Than that. Maybe. But it's Yeah, that's just what it is. So that's why I don't look too much into what's being said, because a lot of it is just nonsense. Like that's a lot of it is just nonsense. A lot of people, like I say, with the United fans, it's gonna, like you mentioned it. A lot of United fans you spoke to, yeah, they was convinced it was done with no sauce. It was just hope. Nobody ever came out and said, yeah, this deal will. Did I believe the deal would happen? Yes, because of the amount of money involved. And I never seen anybody turning down that amount. And on the flip side of that, it goes back to what I said originally.
Do you think the deal can still happen? Because, like you said, the Sheikh has pulled out. It's not the case that the Glazers have rejected the bid. So, is it a case that the Sheikhs have pulled out to try and, I don't know, make the Glazers make a decision and just say, look, we're taking our offer off the table. It's a take it or leave it situation. And then, the Glazers have got to really think about what they want to do. Do they want to take £6 billion now? Or do they want to take 25% of whatever Jim Ratcliffe can offer them, with potential of selling the club, depending on how it goes in the next few years, to him full term for less?
Again, because it's shrouded in so much unknown, it depends on the reasons why they withdrew. If he withdrew because he's trying to make the Glazers make a decision, yeah, it could happen. If he withdrew because he was tired of dealing with them, or they was offended by something he said, or he was offended, or both, or the negotiations was just bad blood in it, then that's a whole different conversation. It's a lot of unknowns. That's the problem. Is nobody saying anything. All we know is he withdrew. There's no information as to why he withdrew. Did they force his hand? Did they want too much money? Was there bad blood? Like I've seen the whole, they were offended by, the Glazers were offended by the words that he used, and it was an indictment of, it was a reflection of how they ran Manchester United. These are people who get abused every single day. You think they're really bothered about it? They get abused every single day. They are getting abused. So now all of a sudden, because Sheikh Jassim said that they're offended, I take that with a pinch. I take everything with a pinch of salt until it comes from a reliable source, especially with this. Because I understand what the game is. People got to get, especially in the social media era, people got to get clicks. Got to get clicks, bro. Is what it is, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Before you go, though, let's go to Arsenal. What are you saying about this season? Because obviously, I don't know your thoughts. Obviously, you briefly mentioned Arteta, but what does he have to do? Are you Arteta in, Arteta out, Arteta doubt? Like, where do you stand on that?
Arteta doubt, probably. Yes. I mean, to be fair, I was Arteta out for a while. I did say last season, if he got us in competing, which I thought was, although it shouldn't have been the aim for most fans, for me, the money that he spent, the amount of players that he signed, that for me meant that he had to compete last season. He did do that. So I kind of on the bandwagon this season, where it's a case of you have to win as a major trophy. Now we're 3 years without a trophy. The last time he won a trophy was without his squad. It was Unai Emery's squad. Now that he's signed all these players, I want to see him win something, and it has to be a major honour as well, because we've waited so long for a league title. We've never won the Champions League, and that's the two trophies that I've got my eye on this season. I think the league title is going to be difficult, because I don't think it's going to come down to just us and City this season. I do think Liverpool will be there. Not so sure that Spurs will be there, although if you speak to most Spurs fans, they think they've already won it. Crazy. But yeah, I think it will be a 3-horse race this season, so it's going to be difficult. In the Champions League, I look at that as it's one-off. It's knockout competition. I think we have more chance of winning that if we can get out of this group than what we do of winning the league. And either one, to be fair, but he has to do something this season. He has to win something. My minimum expectation would be to win a domestic cup, an FA Cup, compete for the league title again this season. Don't finish any further off City than what we did last season, and go far in the Champions League. And I'll be happy with that. That's a good enough season for me. But yeah, in all honesty, he has to compete. He has to compete this season, and we haven't had a great start, Flawless. That's what I'd say. Like, I think when you read into it, the points maybe says different, because we got 20 points out of the first 8 games, 2 points more than what we got last season. But when you look at the performances, they haven't been convincing. You know, like you go to Nottingham Forest, first game of the season, we won that game 2-1. If that game would have gone for another 10 minutes, maybe we don't win the game because Langer was causing us no end of problems.
True. He was.
Crystal Palace, you know, we won that game with a penalty, a controversial penalty, by the way, because, again, it was reviewed by VAR. Thomas Partey, did he infringe the player? Did he not infringe the player? I mean, at the end of the day, this VAR rubbish, you know, I'm about sick of it. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'd rather just scrap it now because...
No, I'm not sick of VAR. I'm sick of the people in charge of VAR. That's
well,
my
this
problem.
is it. And it's not about the technology, because the technology is obviously top, right? Yeah. And it was brought in to make the right decisions. And I think the worst thing about this technology is it's not making the right decisions all the time. And all right, you're not going to make the right decision all the time, but you should be making the right decision the majority of the time. And it seems to be more controversial than what it is actually, like, taking all the controversies away. Even like offsides and that, which you would think is pretty simple. Like, if you look at
they've messed out.
it's a mess, bro. Because if you look at the technology that we used in the World Cup, and even the technology that you use in the Champions League, it's better technology than what it is to go, we got Howard Webb in the studio. Was that offside, mate? And he just goes, well, we won't draw straight lines or anything like that. You know, it doesn't make no sense to me. And for a league like the Premier League, the biggest league in the world, generates the most money, has the most eyes on it, should have the best technology.
Agreed.
So for simple things like that, I don't understand why they haven't implemented that. But I just think, like, I grew up on, you know, referees having to do their jobs. Sometimes you'd get a controversial decision go against you one week, and then you get a decision that will go for you the next. It's kind of like that now, but with VAR. So you might as well just scrap VAR and go back to the old way. Do you know what I mean? So
I think we should just scrap the refs. That's what I think.
Yeah, scrap the refs as well.
Get rid of the referees. You know, that's what I'm with. I'm like, yo, get rid of these referees. Like,
They're
that's
shocking.
what needs to be done. I love VAR. I love the idea of it. Like, VAR, I've never had an issue with VAR. Never. I have issues. Like Stephanie said, it's the tools that operate the tools, so to speak. Yeah, because they're tools. That's why. That's my problem with it. I understand. Like, I think that's directed at the wrong thing. Like VAR, like the Spurs Liverpool game, the Diaz. We heard the audio. I'm sure you listened to the audio as well. That's not VAR's fault. Nah. I was watching that on my phone on a watch along. They could have called me and said, is that onside or offside? I'm like, yeah, it's onside. It's going to get given. I still can't believe that they didn't give that. And then when you hear the audio, it just goes to show even more incompetence. They were like, yeah, good decision, lads. Yeah, well done. It's like,
crazy. Absolutely crazy. And then you hear idiots like Mike Dean and that on Sky Sports trying to defend it.
Like,
we know the rules, Paul Merson. You don't. Yeah, and you know the rules, and you're still not abiding by them, and you're not using them properly. Like, come on, mate. Like, that don't make sense. But no, in terms of Arsenal, like, performances haven't been great, and they do need to improve. People were saying, like, maybe it's because last season we was like a whirlwind, and we started so fast, and by the end of it we ran out of steam. And maybe this time around we're kind of taking a page out of Man City's book and starting slowly, gradually building up to it. I don't think that's the case. I just think Arteta's trying to control more games than what he is gun ho. But I don't know. I'm going to be interested to see how Arsenal perform from this weekend onwards, because I see a stat the other day, and I'm not a big stats man at all, but Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli and Gabriel Jesus have only started 22 minutes worth of Premier League football together this season.
Said that as well. Yeah, you mentioned that.
So it's kind of like when you get your front three that was most potent last season back together again. You got Martin Odegaard behind them. You know, we've had injuries as well. Declan Rice coming off in the North London derby. You've had Thomas Partey out for a while. You're in Timber, long-term injury. And there's been a few changes as well. I mean, the only thing that I think can stop Arsenal this season, because I think we've got the squad that's, you know, good enough to compete again and in the Champions League as well. I think the only thing that can stop us is Mikel Arteta, because sometimes he has a tendency of making stupid errors and stupid in-game management decisions. Like, you only have to look at the fetish that he's got with Eddie Nketiah, for example. Played 100 minutes against Spurs, did nothing. Played the majority of the game against Man City, did nothing. You know, the majority of the Carabao Cup game, did nothing. And these kind of players keep getting opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. And you can quite clearly see he's not good enough. Like, nothing against him, but he's never going to be title contending Arsenal quality. And
I agree with that.
You know, it's time to move on from that. And the thing is as well, like, people will talk about Jesus, and I think Jesus is a very, very good all-round player, but he's never ever been a 20 to 30 goal striker a season. So we need somebody. I know a little something. Well, I say I know a little something. You can always get caught out by these, but
you in the know, yeah? Let's go, man. In the know, yeah?
Someone who's close to Arsenal who's told me that the Ivan Toney deal will get done in January. He wants Arsenal. And if we signed Ivan Toney, I think we'll be all right.
That's a serious upgrade. Yeah, he's levels. I'm a big fan of Ivan Toney. I've spoken on this in depth, 110%. Like, I think he's top quality. But anything else you want to add, Brandon, before I let you go, my guy?
Nah, man. To be fair, I think that's about it. But yeah, thanks for having us on.
Yeah, cool. Go on, Rhino. Yeah, floor's yours.
Hey, what's your prediction for the Chelsea game?
See, I heard this earlier, right? Chelsea fans are like, oh, maybe we'll get a draw. Maybe they should look at their record against Arsenal at Stamford Bridge in recent years. Jesus. Like, that's their record against us at their ground is nearly as bad as our record at Anfield. Like, it's terrible. It's terrible. I think we'd destroy them personally. And I don't say that very often. You know, I can't. To be fair, last time I said that, I came out about the North London derby because I heard Spurs fans talking all big and that. And I said that we would slap them.
What do you mean scoreline? You talking like 3-4-0 or something?
Yeah, I think 3-0. I don't see where Chelsea are going to get a goal from. I think, again, a lot of it comes down to Mikel Arteta. If Bukayo Saka's back, which I think he is, Martinelli's back from injury, and then Jesus. If we start them as our front three, with Odegaard behind, and Thomas Partey and Declan Rice partners in the midfield with our back line as well. Like, Chelsea ain't getting anywhere near us. Let's be honest. Like, Saliba, the way he's had Haaland on lock for the last 3 games that we played Man City, do you really think Nicholas Jackson's going to bother it? Like, come on, be real now. So I look at it and I just think we need to be more clinical up front, and we need to create a few more chances. I think Chelsea in their transition as well, I mean, they'll look at it and go, oh, maybe we're on the up now. You beat Burnley. Who cares? Everybody's beaten Burnley this season. Do you know what I mean? So I think we go there and I think we win 3-0, and I think it's comfortable. I hope so anyway.
All right, first. You know what I'm saying? First. You know, like, I respect the confidence. Yeah, go on, Victor.
You say that, yeah, but you still kind of leak goals though.
Sorry?
Still kind of leak goals. And our team doesn't.
Your team, though.
Oh, he's a Chelsea fan.
We don't really concede. No, we don't. I'm a Chelsea fan. We don't concede like 3 goals in a game. We might lose like 1-0 or like 2-0. But we've only conceded 3 once against West Ham. One was a penalty, and the other one was like a freakish, like, chance from Antonio, which I think he'll never do again. Like, our defensive record is quite good. So I don't get this idea that it's just gonna come to our ground and smash us. Last season was our worst season ever. You beat us 1-0 from a set piece. Like, and you were, in my opinion, you were far better last season than you were this season. And we were far worse last season than we are this season. I'm not saying we're gonna score, like most likely we'll not score, but I don't see it being a 3-0 Arsenal comfortable win. I don't see that happening, man. Sorry. I don't know what anyone else takes on. I don't know what anyone else takes on it is. I could be wrong. Like, it could be to us. Arsenal could turn up for that game. But like,
No,
from
it
what
is, yeah.
if
It's hard to
in-
kind of use last year as a reference because
Yeah, in
it
terms
ended with United and Chelsea as well. It's mad.
in terms of us leaking goals, the only thing that I'd say to that is you're right. But we tend to leak goals at home. Our away record is very, very good. It's pretty impeccable, to be fair. So yeah, I don't see you guys scoring at all. And I think if we're at our most potent and we're clinical with our chances, because we will get chances against you, I think it will be 2 or 3-0, to be fair.
First, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be interesting first. But hey, Brandon, always good chopping it up with you, my guy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Big up for calling in, man. Appreciate it. Bless up, man. My guy.
No worries, bro. Cheers.
Yeah, man. Every time. Bless up. Catch up with you soon. Large up to everyone who is currently still tapped in as well. There's actually no one on the line, people. So if you want to call in, the link is in the chat. Let me drop it again, and then you will you can get straight on the stream, people, because there is no one now currently waiting. But if not, we are going to close out in the next 5. Make sure you bump up the likes, get us up to 60 likes. Make sure you hit the subscribe button here on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to Rhino's channel as well, Rhino MGTV. Make sure you subscribe, and also go subscribe to the new Sarcasm City TV gaming channel, people. The link's underneath in the description. I'll drop it in the chat as well. Go subscribe. I think we're on 24 subscribers over there. So yeah, go subscribe if you haven't. We're gonna have plenty of YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. YouTube, yeah. Appreciate it. There's a lot of before server you go. I know you're gonna have a lot to say. Gaming content over there. You're gonna get obviously EAFC 224. You'll get the members. You'll get obviously the OGs on the pro clubs. So you get with Surfer, with Victor, Monts, etc. Then I'll do a members one as well. Career mode. Don't worry, I will be much better than Ahmed, much better than Lewis. Matisse has gone live. He's probably getting packed as well. So yeah, I'll make sure I'm better than all them, man, as well. Plus GTA, plus more people. So make sure Sarcasm City TV Gaming, links underneath in the description. Go subscribe, please. Yeah, go on, Surfer.
No, I just. Who have Arsenal packed this season? I just want to know.
Nobody.
Who have they actually spent this season?
Bournemouth, that was it. Yeah, just
Bournemouth.
Two of them were penalties. You know what I'm
And
saying?
a charity penalty for Kai Havertz. Yeah, charity penalty for Kai Havertz, right? And I'm not saying we're playing well, but didn't they learn from all this like gusto when they played Spurs the other week? Do you remember when they were going like 5 or 6-0?
Hey, Surfer, you are expecting modern day fans to be reasonable and logical and learn from their mistakes.
But they go like, oh yeah. We go, oh yeah, well, you know, you're not playing well. It's like we've only conceded 1 more goal than you this season. Do you know what I mean? We've only conceded 1 more goal. And they go on about like, oh yeah, but Burnley, who have you beaten? You drew with a 10-man Fulham and 2-1 up against 10-man Fulham. Do you know what I mean? You beat Man City with deflected goal, fine. Overrated performance, no problem. But you struggled against Spurs. I just don't see. Listen, like someone said it earlier. Yes, last season in the title race, you only beat us 1-0, and we were at our worst. You know, they are the favourites. I have no doubt they're the favourites. They deserve to be favourites. But to think that this isn't Chelsea of last season. Do you know what I mean? In terms of the way we finished, this ain't under Frank Lampard. Do you know what I mean? If it was under Frank Lampard, I could see a 3-0 win, no problem. Do you know what I mean? We're playing right now. But I don't know, man. I just they never. It's not as if they're like playing fantastic football. Do you know what I mean? To pack someone 3-0. You know what I mean?
Hey, Warrior J, big up, man.
Penalty that should have been a penalty.
Yeah, Warrior J, big up every time, man. You already know my guy. Bless, love every time.
They beat City from a deflected goal. United are cheeks, and then they beat Bournemouth with 2 pens.
Hey, they beat us in stoppage time as well. Let's not forget that. It was stoppage time.
It's stoppage time. 2 goals for stoppage time.
2 goals. Like, two of the 3 goals were like beyond. There was 93 and 95, I think.
Do you know what it is? I've now realized that people actually don't watch Chelsea games. You just look at the score, look at the stats, and be like, okay, this has happened, and that's why. They don't actually watch our games. I'm not like the most optimistic person. You might know me. I'm not really optimistic about my team, but But when we play, I think West Ham's second half was the only time I've actually ever seen us play bad this season. Like even games we've lost, we played well. Liverpool at home, we arguably should have won. West Ham away.
for the vast majority.
West Ham away, even though we lost 3-1 in the first half, it should be 2-0 up.
Yeah, Enzo missed the penalty, right?
Enzo missed the pen. Yeah, Chukwemeka scored. Jackson missed a few chances, and then, as I said, Antonio scored a freakish goal. He never scored again, and then there was a penalty. Like all this talk that they're gonna batter us. I don't see it happening, man. Especially with James potentially back, Casado, Enzo. Even though I hate Gallagher's playing well, Sterling's on form. Like there's Palmer. Like, come on now. I know you're gassed to be C like your title challenge. Sometimes look at football like your eyes, please.
Hey, the words of Grizz, football's a humbler. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, like we see it against Spurs. That was the crazy part. We watched that. And Chio says Hassam overslept for his show and is 38 minutes late. Interesting, because he criticized me. He was on my case because I was late to Mo's show because I overslept. You see how the universe is a humbler people. Notice that. Just when was that? It's like yesterday. Either yesterday or the day before I was on Mo's channel. And he was on my case because I was late. And look at him. Joke, man. See that, man. See that. God don't like, the universe don't like ugly energy. I'm telling you, man. It don't like ugly energy. Oh, welcome to the show. Another regular who's called in before. My like Paul is in the building. DJ Paul, I should say. Yes, my guy. What you saying? You good?
What's going on, man? I'm doing good.
Bless up, man. What you want to talk about? Floor's yours.
Shit. Talk about United. You know, cool. I think that's the main topic right now on everyone's lips is you know United. So you feel me? Listen, the club is done. So I mean, I think it was nice while it lasted, but you know, I just feel like the Glazers and Ratcliffe 25%. There's nothing good going to come from that. I just feel like it's just money. It's a money business, and I just feel like at the end of the day, this fan base is just forgive me, you know, for swearing, but I think this fan base is just pussy, bro. That's it. The fan base is just pussy because the reality is these guys could make noise about getting a dead rubber game against Liverpool canceled. That didn't mean anything. They could make noise about Greenwood, you know, and kicking Greenwood out of the club. But I'm supposed to believe that the Glazers, who've been here for 2 decades, there's just nothing we could do, and we just have to just sit there and just, you know, wallow in misery. Like, it's just, for me, it's just bullshit. It's like there's so much stuff that people could have done. Protests, walkouts. Heck, if you was even going to storm the pitch, storm the pitch when we play Copenhagen at home. That would send a message. You storm a pitch once. You stormed the pitch one time 2 years ago and never did it again. And they signed a couple of players just to pacify the fan base, and people just go back to living their lives. It's like, bro, the whole fan base is just, for me, honestly, it's just pussy. Like, a lot of people just talk all this talk, say all this shit, and then when it comes to actually doing it, no one does anything. And you see Manchester United Supporters Trust putting out a statement. Shut up. Just shut up. Like, you're not going to do anything. You're just going to sit there and be a consumer like you've been a consumer for the last.
What did they say? I didn't even know they put out a statement. What did it? Just paraphrase.
It was just something about.
Was it just empty? Was it just empty usual
nonsense?
Yeah,
just empty. Like, you know, like it doesn't surprise us or something like that. Just talking about the 25% stake that Ratcliffe has done, but it's just a bunch of nothing. And these guys are not going to do anything. So, you know, it's just for me, we're a weak fan base. Liverpool that we shit on every time. If this happened to Liverpool, they probably would have blown up Anfield right now. So
yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's just
in regards to we do need to come together and do something serious. I always say if once the fan base decide they're on smoke, I'm ready.
That's exact. Like, for me, I just blocked United on Saturday. Like, I was like, I've had enough. I blocked United.
I didn't even follow them. I'm like, yeah, I don't need this in my life.
I didn't follow them, but it's like, let me just block you now so I don't see any like sponsored posts on my timeline. I just said, let me just do my due diligence, block them. I've not bought a shirt in like what, 10, 12, 15 years, bro. I can't even remember. That's how long. Like, No one's even ever gifted me a shirt as a present. I haven't nothing Manchester United related. You wouldn't even know I support United because I have nothing that shows that I support United. So I've done my bit in not putting any money in this club, but everyone just keeps buying the new jerseys. You know, just listen. Shout out to all the match going fans. You know, you can do what you want to do, but nobody just wants to be on the same page. And it's like we're always going to be in the same position.
Yeah, it's hey, Jess, you know what you can do? Shut up, mate. You know what I'm saying? That's what you can do, Jess. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, go on, carry on, DJ Paul. Carry on.
I think Jez is a Spurs fan. I think he's getting excited because
that's right.
because what Sheikh Jassim is rumored to buy Spurs. I'll just say it right now, Sheikh Jassim isn't going anywhere Spurs. I'll be real, because if you're a top 6 club, why would you want to sell now when the TV deal is about to kick in 2 years from now or 2020?
Depends on the amount. Yeah. I get what you're saying. It all depends on the amount. Because one thing about Levy is if it's a big amount, I can see him pushing for it. Let him go off a big bucks. I think Levy would sell.
They have to pay like 10 billion.
Yeah,
they have to pay like 10 billion. So because Spurs, they do NFL at their stadium as well. Like there's a lot of like stuff as well, like NFL. I don't know if they might be using their stadium for like the Euros in 2030, but there's a lot right now. There's too much money, so not too many people would want to sell. Their best bet really is just to go get a West Ham, Everton, or Aston Villa.
If they go, I love that'd be my pick.
Everton, like West Ham very attractive.
Hey man, go play bully ball and go do the thing.
Yeah, no, West Ham's very attractive. I think that was the stadium they did the Olympics, right?
Yes.
I can see them getting West Ham. Like genuinely, I can see them getting West Ham. They won't get Everton because I think they're getting new owners right now anyway. I mean, it might. So I can see them going for West Ham, to be honest, at some point.
Yeah, West Ham looks like a attractive proposition, but listen, man, you snooze, you lose. It's the game, you know, and we're on the losing side again. But we'll see what happens. But I just, for me, I have no hope no more. And I think that was my last fuck to give about Manchester United. And I just feel like, I've taken too many L's, and I just feel like this one is just too much now. It's like if we lose a game, cool. If we win a game, we draw a game, cool. Because I know in the grand scheme, it doesn't mean anything. If we get relegated, cool. If we go out of business, cool. Like nothing would surprise me at this point because I've just seen everything,
Yeah, like that's what it is. I think you hit the nail on the head when you first like jumped on and said, "Yeah, we finished," and that's pretty much it. Like normally I would try and be like, "Nah, we're not but for the definitely short term and medium term and long term, short term and medium term, I should say, yeah, it's like we're just in the position we're in, domestic cup side. That's us. You know what I'm saying? Domestic cup side, but we move. That's all we can do. We just move and sink on the ship together. That's it.
Yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just vibes. Just vibes.
Vibes. Yeah, man. That's just what it is. Just laugh at everyone else's misery in it. Like Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Not Spurs, but just Jazz. So yeah, man. I'm just going to laugh at everybody else's misery. That's it. There ain't no City fans really to laugh at like that, but everyone else is just getting laughed at.
I don't know City fans. So yeah, I mean, that's just what it is. So
they're barely about. You know what I'm saying? They're rare. They're very, very rare. But anything else you want to add, my guy, before I close out?
It's not much, man. United are done. The Qataris, shout out to Sheikh Jassim. He was a good guy. It's not your fault that, politics was involved in the reason why you couldn't get the club. But it is what it is, man. It'll be some other club. Some other club would get oil money. Some other club would party to Busta Rhymes Arab money. Like, it is what it is.
Facts banging tune as well. That. You know what I'm saying?
So we take the L and we move. We'll be back someday, hopefully.
Let's hope so, man. In our lifetime, we can hope.
If
that's
not,
all we got is hope.
If not, at least I could cherish the good moments.
Yeah, man. We can cherish that. We've seen that X amount of league titles, couple Champions League, FA Cups, League Cups, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Back-to-backs, doubles, treble. You know what I'm saying? 2-peating, 3-peating, all that good stuff. Now, I hear you, man.
That's about it. So, yeah.
That is legit.
Appreciate it, man.
Hey, man. Blessed for calling in. Always good chopping up with you, Paul, man. Always good chopping up with you, yeah? My guy, man. Anything else you want to promote? plug before you leave? Actually,
I mean, you can follow me on my IG at world famous DJ Paul, and you can follow my Twitter at WF DJ Paul. We'll be working on a few things, but you know, just all over the place at the moment. But yeah,
no man, love that, man. Big up every time, yeah. Bless up, my guy. Much appreciated. Salute every single time, man. Big up. Large up to everyone who is still tapped in. Make sure you bump up the likes. Right, we hit 8,380. All right, salute to you lot, man. We closing in on that 8.5 to get to that 9K. Again, make sure you subscribe to Rhino's channel, Rhino MGTV. Just type that in on YouTube or one of the mods. Drop that in the chat. Make sure you subscribe here to the YouTube and also subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV gaming YouTube channel, people, where we will be doing live game streaming, live gaming content on there. I'm just figuring out all the logistics in terms of camera and stuff. That's all I'm working out and just figuring out when to do stuff, how to schedule it. I'm going to schedule like you see Sarcasm City TV, people. You'll get regular weekly content on there from pro clubs with the OGs, from pro clubs with the members, from career mode, which, you know, I've had a lot of fun watching people's career modes over the past few days. Absolutely hilarious, man. Like, I'm getting packed by Luton Town and all them things there. We starting games. Oh, it's great. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And then he wants to blame Chelsea, but we move. Well, yeah, links is in the chat, people. If not, if we don't get any callers in the next 5, we will close out. I'll drop the link in the chat just for anyone who wants to call in. What are you saying, Trevor?
Nothing. Just admiring the stream. That's all I know.
This guy. Let me actually drop this. Where is the actual link? Let me find it in a second. But yeah, Rhino, let them know what you got coming up, where they can find you, all that good stuff as well, man.
I'm going to go live after this, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys lock in. If you guys want to lock in after, if Flores is going to close out.
I'll raid you in it. So whenever you're ready to go live, let me know and I'll raid you.
Yeah, because I was going to go live probably half an hour ago, but I thought let me just rock it out. Because I've always wanted to kind of just rock it out on the Sarcasm City show, just chill.
I get what you're saying.
It's hard times to be a fan right now, so just to be able to chat about it, hear different perspectives, and just chill, Obviously, the rival fans are loving it.
Violin settings.
We just got to rock it out.
Said violin settings, right? Violin.
They love it, but you know what's gonna happen? You know what's great? That Chelsea Arsenal play on Saturday, so one of them two is gonna be in the mud. So I will be there for whoever it is. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see blood on the floor.
And then we can laugh at whoever.
Don't laugh too much, you play just after.
Exactly. That's why I'm getting all my laughs in. I'm straight after. No. Hold on. I'm getting all my tweets. No. I'm getting all my tweets out. You know what I'm saying? Everything on the gram.
This man's got 30, this man's already got 32 drafts tweets ready to
100%, man. I'm just trying to. All I'm waiting is to insert player name here in it. If player makes a mistake, if a player scores, 100%. I got all the memes there. I got the meme folder ready. It's on deck. It's just whoever. There just needs to be blood on the floor. Whether it's Chelsea, whether it's Arsenal, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Somebody getting it straight after the game as well. Straight after.
Yeah. Don't you drop any points, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we may do. That's why I'm doing it straight after. You think I'm waiting for Manchester United to play Sheffield United? No. I'm doing it in between streams. From when I move from the Kick to the YouTube, I will do the Chelsea Arsenal game on the Kick, people, and then come over to the United, the YouTube channel to do the Sheffield United Manchester United game. In between that period, I'm getting them jokes. I'm getting my jokes off. I'm making my food. I'm getting all my jokes off. Like I said, whether it's Chelsea, whether it's Arsenal, whether it's both. Yeah, don't let Havertz score the winner, or don't let Havertz get sent off. Well, he's going to be involved. In some way, shape, or form.
Havertz's own goal.
Hey, that'd be beautiful. Oh, give me that.
Havertz's own goal.
Give me that. Yeah.
Last minute of injury time. Havertz's own goal, yeah.
Because I'm crashing on everybody. 100%. I'm crashing on whoever it is. Let me see. Yeah, Rhino, which one are you going live on? Let me know. What's it called? Which episode?
Let's talk about Jim Ratcliffe.
1 second. Let me refresh this because it's not popped up. 1 second. I'll just refresh this now. And then it should. I'll be able to send people over. But yeah, we're at over 60 likes to you lot. And don't forget fan calling shows that will be running all week long, people. So tomorrow, well, technically today, you'll get one 10 p.m. UK time. Thursday, you will also get one 10 p.m. UK time. And then to end the fan calling show week, you'll get one 10 p.m. as well on the Friday. And then from Saturday, Sunday, back to regular scheduling. So you will get the early kickoff Merseyside derby, Liverpool versus Everton. That will be on the Sarcasm City TV kick. Then following that, 5:30 p.m., the Chelsea Arsenal game, also on the Sarcasm City TV kick. Then we're back over here on the YouTube for the Sheffield United, Manchester United watch along. And then following that, you'll get the Manchester United, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur show with myself, this Joker here, and also the other Joker who just left, and Surfer and Jez will be on there as well, people, on Saturday and Sunday. The games are dead on Sunday. There's one
We're
dry
not
game
your
on Sunday.
clowns.
So you get the Q&A. You know what I'm saying? You get the Q&A on Sunday. That's it. I may run a fan calling show on the Sunday. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, people.
Celebrate Ratcliffe getting 25%.
Yeah.
He's not got it yet.
Welcome, Sir Jim.
Yeah.
He is him. Welcome, Jim. Him, Jim.
Yeah.
Him.
Sir him.
Him, Jim.
Yeah, these guys and
The him
fucking
Ratcliffe.
jokes. It's not even popping up on there. When you click go live, I'll say, if you want to do it now, fam, then I'll send everyone over. Have you sent it through to me? Put it in the private chat then. Yeah, because it's not even popping up.
I don't know if that's gonna work.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me have a look for it still.
Put it in there.
Yeah, because they didn't want to.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, man, all good, man. You already know. Give me a sec. And that being said, I think these them lot are going live for there it is. It's popped up. Got it. Yeah. I got it. And in regards to the NFL show as well. And yeah, Eddie, man, he said rivals just clowning, man. I'm about to retire. But that being said, large up Eddie in the cut every single time. NFL show, I think, is going on in the next half an hour or so on the Sarcasm City TV kick. NFL talks, the other football podcast. So that'd be Eddie and the rest of the NFL gang alarm. Peter, the rest of Tazo will be over there as well. But we're going to close out this show anyway. We are going to redirect you to Rhino's channel. Check out the upcoming live stream schedule. Catch you lot back tomorrow, obviously, here on the YouTube for another fan calling show as well. This has been the Sarcasm City Sports fan calling show live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.